now. Woo!
If you're watching this, you've already joined, so congrats.
So never mind what I said.
I'm just saying you're preaching to the choir.
I said, you joined us now. Isn't that what I said? Woo-hoo! The most famous of all meters.
Of all the meters.
Is a Gina meter.
Oh
my goodness sakes.
Oh my gosh, Elise Berg is here. Puppet Guy Matt. Oh, we got a fun video.
Oh yeah.
And some backstory too. To maybe clarify how things went down. We got some fun stuff. Gina, Steve.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1 million Bitcoin.
Yeah.
If you can tell me where Gina Meter is.
She's at Disney World. Disney World.
I'm
guessing. There she is. Woo. All right. Puppet Guy Matt and special guest.
Totes Spesh. I know. Hey, I just shared this to our Axtell Entertainers group. If you were watching this, do us a favor and share this around. We always appreciate it.
Doing that right now, my friend.
Algorithms are always changing. In fact, it just changed again, and so all the organic help spreading the news is super great. Soup's great.
Okay.
Steve, you want to hit your
working on that
profile?
Uh-huh.
You should hit your personal profile because you got.
I did.
Mega.
Oh, we did. Yep.
Mega connects.
Very, very much. Very much. I did.
Man, you got so many. I'm gonna hit you with a side shot.
Yeah.
Bam.
There's 5,000 people that are my friend on Facebook and 3,000 waiting to get in. Isn't that something?
And 10,000 who said nope.
Nope, they're following. The noops, I don't know. There's plenty of them, I'm sure.
Oh, Lee Rademacher is here. What's up, my friend?
There.
Hope you're staying.
I'm sure Ryan got your pictures caught up and has those ready to show. The ones you sent, and we're so upset about not being in the show. I'm sure Ryan's got those ready for
Steve,
you.
if you put them in the folder and it's synced, I got it.
If I put them in the folder?
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Do you have no jobs whatsoever?
What you put in the folders on the show, my friend? Well, hey, we got Mike Guthrie here, all the way from our side of the state. Just
also known
north.
as Mighty Mike.
Mighty Mike.
Mighty Mike.
Angie, Sheila is coming to us from North Carolina.
Aaron is here from France.
Aryan.
Or Aaron.
And Robert Aragorn is here from Atlanta. Hey, let us know what the weather is like in the comments. It's actually a little chilly here in Southern California. You know, we're in the we're just northwest of Hollywood area.
You have a coat on, thank you.
I do have I never get cold. And the other day I told Steve it's kind of cold in here. So yeah, it's been a little chilly in our neck of the woods. But of course I say that to all my friends who.
Yeah. We don't know chili, my friend.
Yeah, I know we don't. Hey, Angie's coming to us from. Okay,
there will be a sneak peek of the snail, Lee.
I know, Lee.
I know.
We're working hard on it behind the scenes. We got a snail update.
It's coming.
We might even have an auction for those of you that hang around.
Woo-hoo.
Oh my gosh, we have like 2 special guests today. We got Al Getler.
Hey, Keith.
Back
Sheila.
with us. Business of Showbiz, continuing on our discussion from last week. And then we also have, oh my gosh, Stan Allen.
Stan Allen, the chairman and the king of Magic Live.
That's right.
Oh,
so we'll be hearing from Stan,
one of the most talented men in the world. You're going to really love talking to him.
And then I'll probably, I'm just going to get a ton of chores done today.
That's really good. Good to hear.
So many,
folks, you heard it here.
So many chores done today. Oh, sorry, Steve.
Yeah.
Off my personal list.
Yeah.
Off my personal list of chores.
No. That's okay. Well, we'll see about that. Just a few. We'd like to have.
We'll get to that. We got some shop updates too. It's
done
been
for the team, if you would, for the team.
Speaking of team, I'm going to drop in that photo of our team today.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
We got a little Christmas party with our crew today.
Yeah.
Everyone's been just cranking. Yeah. So I'll drop in one of these.
Okay. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Do that. Yeah. We do have a snail update. Arian. How would you say it? Aaron?
I always say Aryan, but I'm probably wrong.
Aryan says he has. I think he's saying angina or angin is very difficult for me. I have a angin. Gosh, I don't know what that means, Aaron, but I hope, Aryan, I hope you're okay.
All right.
Hey, it's a tough time, but it's great to be here with you. All of us worldwide can be together here on the magic of live video. Isn't that awesome? It's a great time to be alive.
Ann Seaton's here.
All right.
And Pete Cairns from, what I always saw?
Corinth.
I always say from down under New York. From down under New York.
Joe Goslin is here, another snail aficionado.
Hey, the Joe Show.
Yeah.
We have, where's my Canadian flag? We have our fair share of Canadians.
And we have stuff missing. There's things missing from the studio. My vertical video glasses are missing.
Sounds like you're missing a lot of things, Steve. All my stuff's here.
No, you said your Canadian flag is missing. Come on.
It's your Canadian flag. I just use it.
Well, there's an American flag behind you. Hold it upside down. That'll work. Let's see. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, hey, we have, let's see.
What's this?
Let me, I'm going to grab a link real quick.
Is this the Canadian flag? Is this no, is this my vertical?
And it's not a magic trick flag either. So
okay.
You can just abandon that.
Yeah, here it goes.
Hey, we have a little download that we've been pushing on our website. Oh, no, never mind. 7 tips for puppet. That's coming.
It is.
Yeah, we'll have a...
what is the one that's available?
I'm going to that right now. So we've been working on different videos and just free tips of how to improve as a performer, as an entertainer. Mm-hmm. And currently on our website, if you join our newsletter, we have a download, 7 tips for puppet manipulation.
That's right.
And
Excellent tips.
I'm just dropping that, and if you join our mailing list, a lot of you are probably on it. You'll get that download, and then you'll get like 5 emails that kind of walk you through some stuff. But that's it. And we have another video we're putting together called 7 Tips for Puppet Manipulation. Mm-hmm. This is something Steve and I filmed last week. Simple stuff. A lot of you probably are aware of it, but it's amazing how sometimes it's the simplest things that make our characters come to life.
The most important are the easiest as well.
Right.
It's great.
None of the tips are be an amazing singer, or be the best ventriloquist.
Nope, simple things.
Those things are
but
great.
Boy, do they help. Really, really help. So we'll be doing that. We're going to have a drawing for those of you that share. So do share. From the insiders this week, we've received a lot of photographs and some videos that we'll tell you about. Some really fun stuff.
We have. I'm going to check the P.O. box because I'm sure I got a lot of fan mail.
Oh, did you?
Transition and stuff,
cool.
It's just like, it's amazing. So while I check it, reminder, share this video. You'll be entered to win, and it just helps us out. We really appreciate it. Share it to people that you think would enjoy shenanigans aplenty.
Who would enjoy that?
But yeah, I got, it's 2021. I have a P.O. box installed right outside of my camera. It's pretty cool. It's right here, and so I can of course it's a Mac, so I can just scan my thumb.
Oh, stop!
Totally works every time, even though PCs had it first. Anyways, oh my gosh, this one says, "Hey Ryan, love the show. Wish your screen was a little bit bigger. What's with Steve?
Your head is already 3 times my size. Look at you.
What's with Steve and the vert glasses? Ha ha.
That's not funny.
Nice burn."
Where
and
are
then
they?
he just said, "Okay, boomer." All right, thank you for that. I got a couple more here. Let's see. This one's from Chance Wolf. Let's see what Chance has to say. Yo, man, from one guitar player to another. Love what you guys are doing. Transitions are the best. They're as good as my Bieber figure. Oh, thanks, man. Your Bieber character is amazing, and it's complicated. And these transitions I do are complicated as well. So thanks, man. Hey, got another one right here. Let's see who this is from. Frank Oz. Hey,
Really?
man. Your
Really?
transitions were the inspiration for Miss Piggy's voice, and also Yoda's voice. You've inspired me to go back and redo them because I saw the magic you brought in the moment, and I felt like I phoned it in. Man, Frank Oz, thank you. Hey,
my gosh.
Last one right here. Oh, my gosh, it's Ron
And
Howard.
this is all about Ryan's transitions from one photograph to another.
Ron Howard said, man, I thought we did a lot of ad-libbing when I was narrating with Mitch Hurwitz's amazing show, Arrested Development. Now I know what real ad-libbing is.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, Ron Howard. Thanks, man.
Okay.
Steve, want to check in on those mugs real quick before we get to the transitions because you have a lot and you usually bang them into each other. So
this is Randy G. Randy G right here. This is Scuba Diver Joe.
Jamming them.
This is Scuba Diver Joe right here.
Yeah, look at that tooth.
No, hey, we got a picture from Scuba Diver Joe underwater.
Nay, a video.
He was thinking about us. Yeah. Check this out. Terry Fator. This is a gift from Chuck, my good man.
Hey, Chucky D. Actually, Chucky Lyons.
Steve Petra.
Nice. Dude, Steve Petra's been posting some new content.
He's going to be part of our variety coaches.
He is?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Pump it up. And we have Gina Meter and Sheila.
Bounce Patrol, a Bounce Patrol. I said a Sheila. And Mr. Dimples and Bounce Patrol. I like it.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
And we got one from Discover Magic. Our good friends at Discover Magic. And it's something you have to discover.
That's right. We don't care that it was a reject. It was still a gift to us.
He came up to me literally, Brian South said, this is a reject cup. You can see it. You're supposed to not see it and then pour hot water in and then you see it. So because it's a reject, I'd like to give it to you for your show.
Nailed
because you can see it
on camera better, Steve.
on the shelf. If I gave you one of the real ones, wouldn't show. It'd just be a black cup. Look, not another one, please.
It must be animatronic. It's coming towards me on its own. Let's see.
That's not. No, that wasn't the case.
Man, who is this?
If you're here, say hi while he's
oh my gosh,
wasting our
President
time.
Joe Biden.
Joey Harris is here. Awesome.
He said, "Wow, these transitions are so tight. Want to come help me write what I say?" No, Joe, I don't. But I appreciate that you are watching this.
Amy
video.
Cummings is here. Fred Anderson has joined us.
Steve.
Aaron's sick. Aaron's sick.
Steve,
sorry,
what's
buddy.
bigger than a? So there's a star, right?
Yes.
What's bigger than a star? I mean, a black hole.
Okay. Yes, we'll give you
So, Yoli Pacheco is the black hole of Twitter. She's not or TikTok. She's on a TikTok.
A little pre-Christmas magic.
Hold on, sorry guys. Had
Take
some-
it away, Daddy.
double triggering
I love
there.
you.
that. That's funny. I didn't put that in the folder like that.
That was, yep. So this is, she's a TikTok black hole, meaning everything there just falls into her orbit because she's just crushing it so much.
I love it. With
She's got her mic mouth there. In fact, we just got some mic mounts back in stock, which is pretty cool.
Ooh.
So if you don't follow Yoli Pacheco, you should
must.
definitely. Speaking of mic mouths,
Mike.
another
Oh.
class act.
Oh,
Look at this guy right
look
here.
at that guy.
Mr. Ali G, Mr. Al Getler,
Al Getler.
on this was recent. This was like a week ago.
That's right. He
He
was on
TV?
television, and
That's
he
right.
had a great. If you haven't seen it by now, you can see it anywhere. I've got it on my page. We've got it in the group, World Mints.
That's right. I just love how the colors pop. The only thing that can make the colors better would be a string of lights. Nailed it. Buster right here with his bear and a string of lights.
There he is.
He's entering the Christmas
Look at
season.
that.
He's got
Buster
the polar
Balloon.
bear. Dude, this guy.
And he's pulling them out of the bear's mouth. Continual.
Well, it's a polar bear. You pull him
You
out.
can pull them out.
Hey,
No, no.
hey, it's a polar bear. A Mario. That's.
Speaking of Mario.
Speaking of Mario loves to do the cha-cha.
What?
Mario does the cha-cha, just like Carol Green and cha-cha.
Oh,
Nailed it.
okay.
That's right.
There
Is
you
that
go.
a Verna, Steve?
No, that's
a dodo.
That's a little Buffy.
Buffy.
That's a Buffy bird. And, well, it's her cha-cha. That's what I should say. Starts out as a Buffy, ends up as a cha-cha.
That's right.
And
they
Carol
always say
takes that
Carol
bird.
do the cha-cha.
Yeah, Carol takes that bird everywhere, all over the world with her. Because it fits. Like a dinky in a small compartment.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's pretty motivating. You know what else is pretty motivating?
What's that?
Chris Clark. This guy.
There he is.
Is just crushing it.
Oh, my
He's
gosh.
all over the place. It looks like he's beatboxing right now. It looks like he's laying it down heavy with his
How would it
dinosaur. Love it, Chris. He has our unicorn as well. Man, nothing really says Christmas like dinos and unicorns, except Doug Casey with the Dinky Elf.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that a wonderful picture? Look at that.
One of the people behind the idea of bringing a Dinky Elf to the
That's
table.
Right.
He is a Santa, as you can tell, and a good one, I might add.
That's right. Look at that. That is sweet.
Love it.
Got a few more. Joseph Coker is here. We've got Angie Current is with us as well right now. How cool. All right.
Well, let's see. Look, this guy needs no introduction.
Okay, well, that's a good transition.
Been.
Finally, a good one.
Because he's going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
What? Oh!
It's Elisa from Italy and her
right.
Floyd.
There you go.
A loose Italian connection to
Elisa.
a movie that's not exactly historic. But you guys all love The Godfather. So, speaking of The Godfather, he's not necessarily my godfather, but this guy is a father. Check it out. Frankie and his little son Leo. He's rocking the green monster.
Frankie.
He also has the not the Hang On monster. He has the big monster. So does Lee, a horror maker. He's got one of those too. Love that, Frank. Thanks for sharing.
That's so cool. Starting them young.
Starting them young, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, when I think
nice flooring too.
When I think of people, young youth, man, I just think the happiest place on earth. And I know no matter what day I go, Gina's going to be there.
Yeah,
in fact,
Gina.
There's Gina right there at Disneyland. Disney World, excuse me.
Come on, man.
East Coast.
She dominates that place.
She's dominating. Love this picture too, right here. Bam.
Look at this. Look at the back of that head.
That's someone who is committed.
I'm telling you, that's
Totes
amazing.
commits.
Shaved into the back of her head.
Yeah, totes commits, guys and girls. That's what we love. Totes commits. Speaking of totes commits, oh my gosh, guys, it's Steve. I mean,
oh,
Silly
Sue. Sue Johnson and
Silly Sue.
There she is.
Just a couple of Silly Sues. Always
her Christmas pictures. She's also had one with a skunk, which we don't have with us right now. But it's on her page. Check it out.
Yeah.
Love the seasonal pictures. Fun.
Yeah, it's super cool seeing that. You know who could see it well because he's so tall? Lee Cornell.
Ah, Lee.
This guy is one tall drink of water, and he's got a basset hound to boot.
Yes, sir. A recent cancer survivor, and he is just kicking butt.
That's right.
Love it. Love it.
Love it, Lee. You've been crushing it.
Back to work.
This is a fun little picture that we will expand on in just a minute.
Look at that.
Our friend Matt Brand, Puppet Guy Matt, coming to us from Jersey. He's got here, looks like
looks to me like it might be a Shar-Pei. Is it?
We'll come back. He's got his little Christmas toad there. Everyone knows the legend of the Christmas toad.
Oh my gosh, this is an amazing story. You're gonna love it. Love it.
Very cool. So we'll come back to that in just a second. I love it. Man, it's just super. Speaking of super, oh my gosh, Roger Cornelison. He's got his super Fred the Fried Chicken ready to save your Christmas dinner. Pretty fun.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's see. I got a couple more photos, and I'll skip to some vids here.
Whoa.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh no, that's Dale Freeman.
Oh, really?
Not
Oh,
Elvis.
good
There he
trends.
is. Good.
Zish.
Totes on the zish. Love that guy. Hey, this week was a fun one because Terry Fator was on Cannon's Comedy Club, Nick Cannon's show. And there's a screenshot of Vicky, the cougar, one of the characters we made for Terry, was just on Nick Cannon's show. Terry had a blast. He's got his Christmas show going on right now.
Super fun.
Super fun.
He just got back from a big tour, too. He was
That's
all
right.
over the
He was
place.
on the road.
Yep. He's back home.
He's back home.
Doing Vegas now.
Yep. You could say, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an English. I'm a Texan in Vegas. Oh, you mean that song from The Police about being a legal alien? and how it totally ties into
Oh
Tom
my
Pesci's
gosh. That was not a transition worth
That-
the effort of that song.
I tied in relevant pop culture.
This is
All the kids are singing Englishman in New York out on the street.
I love this picture, even though it's an older picture that he shared. I love it. Oh, you
Hey.
just saw him.
Oh, that's cool, Matt. Thanks for sharing.
He saw Terry in Atlantic City. Awesome.
All right. Ooh, I love this. Steve, what's another name for Santa?
Saint Nick. Kris Kringle.
Oh, actually, it's Professor Kringle to you because he got his degree. That's right. I love this photo from Tony Medeiros.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Professor Kringle. He's got like steampunk glasses.
He does.
Anything is
exactly.
steampunk if you just put some gears on it and some
yeah,
levers.
yeah.
But I love, this is the Bluenicorn, I call it. So,
Love that.
I love
Bluenicorn.
the unicorn, but Bluenicorn, shout out to the Colorado airport, Denver airport, I should say, where Bluenicorn is actually. Well, Blucifer, they call it. Anyways, speaking of walkarounds, oh my gosh, this is Wolfie all the way.
Wolfie.
With his,
yes, indeed.
man, he's got the deluxe owl there, and he's out and about spreading some cheer.
Always doing walkabouts around restaurants and
Yeah.
eateries, inside bakeries,
Yep,
outside
he finds
bakeries.
crowds and he makes crowds
All
because
right.
they gather to see him. And man, I love he's just always spreading joy.
Yep.
Did you know he's also a sax player?
Yes, I sure did.
He's a musician,
Yep.
so sometimes he's sharing music. He's also maybe one of the smartest people we know.
Yep. He's
Always
he's a
Engineer, or he's got.
a rocket scientist.
Yeah, man, he literally is. Pretty cool. All right, let's check in. You know, the other day, Steve, you were saying Scuba Diver Joe doesn't dive.
I was saying,
You're
sure,
always
I'll
like,
go with that. Yeah.
You're always.
I don't know. It could be a blue screen.
No, you're always trolling him on TikTok like, this isn't you. Prove it. Well, good sir, he's proven it.
What?
So here is where I took off in the ocean, and I wanted to take my mask off
Wow.
so that you
look
could
at-
see it was really me.
Take your mask off if it's you.
So if we look here,
Oh.
and now remove my
Oh.
mask.
It's Scuba
and
Diver
move my
Joe.
leg. Wait a second.
It's him.
There's a, ooh, right.
Love it.
I had a bit of free flow situation there, where yeah.
Better get some air, buddy.
But as you can see, it is really me.
It is you.
I am underwater. We're about 6 meters at this point.
Wow.
So I did it in a safe environment where I could get to surface if I needed to. There you go.
Oh, that's so cool. That is great.
Well, and here.
Love it. Thank you, Joe, for
I'm
sharing
going to cut
that.
back to us for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, no, I'm going to show this video, then we'll do a little explanation. So check out this video.
Go. And maybe we should explain first.
Okay, let me pop back to our cams. All right, so we got one more video to share.
Yeah.
You saw Matt Brand there, Puppet Guy Matt with his Shakespeare puppet.
Yeah.
And a fun story. So his fiance had contacted us.
Yeah. Patty said,
Oh yeah.
Would
And-
you?
And yeah, said I want to get.
I want to get Matt Shakespeare because he's totally into it. But we don't want him to know that he's getting it. So could you say that you can't find the molds?
Yeah, basically she wanted to order
Yeah.
it in secret.
Oh,
And
man.
Matt has almost every puppet we make, so she knew he'd get onto it.
Well, I said, in reply, I said, I can't find the molds, Patty, to her. So she had the permission from me to say that I can't find the molds because I'm not going to look for them. I'm going to have somebody else look for them.
Well, what was funny is so then.
But I can't find them.
So well, yeah. So you said okay.
I
you know,
can't lie.
Tell Matt.
but I
tell Matt
will.
we can't. You know, we don't know where the molds are.
I can't. Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to make it right now.
I don't know where the
until we
mold
find
is.
the mold. So then Steve comes to me and says, "Hey Ryan, we need to."
I want you to get the mold.
You said
and don't show me.
Yeah, you said you need to move the mold to where I can't see it. You know, and I said, "No problem. I have no idea where it is." So we had no idea where the mold is. We just happened to we have a list of like 300 molds scattered about our facility. So we had to dig for it, but we found it because Shakespeare is not in our regular lineup.
Right.
And
It's a
so we
special
made it, and we had to make sure to not show it on our shot videos.
We
on
had
the
to hide
show.
it every time it came up in the shot. Yeah.
And then we have a video of Matt opening the box.
He was really depressed, she said. So Patty said Matt
yeah.
was super, super depressed that we couldn't find the molds. He just couldn't believe it because he wanted that for Christmas.
Right.
So then, it's really cool. Marketplace on Facebook had one of our Shakespeare puppets for sale. Somebody was selling it. And he saw that. And he went and told Patty, I found one. And when he went back, it was gone. It had been sold. So he was double whammied. It was perfect setup.
So we got the video here. I'm going to play it.
So she couldn't take it, so she let him open it early.
Just want to set up. Yeah, we just want to set up a little bit of the context. So but it was fun helping deliver this special gift to a special guy.
Watch this.
So here's the unboxing. Here we go.
And here we are with the little pre-Christmas magic. Take it away, honey. I love you.
I love you too. This was, you hear that? You hear that in the background? And I don't mean Chico. This was supposed to be my Christmas present, but my honey can't wait. So I'm gonna open it now.
You're gonna cry.
She thinks Christmas is gonna be dull, but she doesn't realize that she's my Christmas present.
Aww.
It's the first time I'm doing an unboxing that I don't know what's going on. Love it.
Now listen to her laugh.
Yes!
The bird starts imitating it.
Are you kidding?
I love it.
Are you kidding?
No!
How did you do this? How did you do this?
They didn't lose the mold.
They lied? You set this up so they would lie to me?
We legitimately didn't know where the mold was.
Oh.
We just happened to find it in time.
What did you do? You set me up? When did you know that they didn't lose the mold?
You hear the bird in the background imitating her laugh?
But it's not... It's not in the catalog.
They didn't lose the mold.
But it's not in the catalog.
They lied to you.
But it's not on our
But it's not in the catalog.
It's not listed, I don't think, Steve.
Nope. It's a secret.
It's bespoke.
We've only made a few, just a handful.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I love it, man.
Nope.
My God.
It's a cool
You are
puppet.
the
too. I like those.
craziest, most wonderful woman ever.
Oh, that's
Nailed
great.
it.
The right thing to say.
Oh my God.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I have a bone to pick with everybody at Axtell.
Got a bone to pick with us, man.
Oh my God, I got a Shakespeare.
So cool. Man, thank you for sharing, Matt.
That is great. Oh,
Super
Patty,
fun.
you pulled it off. You pulled a great Christmas surprise off.
nailed it.
That is great. All right,
Merry
Matt,
Christmas to you,
congratulations.
Matt. So glad it came in. Hit the like button if you enjoyed seeing that.
Yeah, that was great.
Fun stuff. It was actually hard because we filmed so much at the shop. I was
It's
like, hey, we
true.
got to make sure we don't show us making Shakespeare. Another funny thing is Jose at the shop, he always says Charpier. And I think that was even written on the mold at one point.
Yeah.
And so we were like, he was like, hey, where's the Charpier mold? And so that added a whole nother layer of confusion.
Charpier.
Like, Charpier.
It's like, yeah,
Who's
Charpier.
Charpier? And then
So we
finally-
got in as Shakespeare.
So Matt, it honestly was not easy to find. I was a little bit stressed out that we wouldn't find it.
Yeah, I know. After
mean,
all of that.
Me stressed out, I know. I know.
Oh my gosh.
No one would expect
No,
it.
not at all.
I'm
Hey.
the stressor of it. But hey, I got that. Well, Steve, tell us a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I got that team photo I'm going to share in a sec. But
Oh,
tell
yeah.
us a little bit about Cax. Because
Oh
Cax
my
is
gosh.
coming up.
Cax is
I'm gonna
coming
pop
up.
the graphic. Slide over by the tiki side. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pop this graphic up so you can tell us.
Nope, wrong way.
Tell us a little bit about it while I grab
All
some
right.
other stuff. So we got Cax coming up, friends.
February 2 through
Virtual.
5, and it's going to be incredible. It is virtual. We have Jay Johnson is going to be presenting, and he is incredible. If you've not heard Jay do a presentation before, you're definitely going to want to come to that because it's all about acting, ventriloquism, but a lot more than that. It's show business. It's really it's a big deal. He talks about the philosophies behind it and gives you insights that you didn't have before listening to him.
Yep.
Always. And so this is the year that we're going to have the first ever CAX lecture appearance by David K. Silly Billy
Oh, yeah.
from New York. Everybody knows Silly Billy's name, but may not have heard him speak. He's going to be at CAX. So we've got Meadow Perry, a bubble magician extraordinaire, is going to be joining us. Christopher T. Magician, who's a Cadabra regular. Buster Balloon, another one of our faves. Bree Crabtree. If you haven't seen Bree Crabtree, you are in for a real treat. In fact, I'm going to call her Bree Crabtree. Yeah, she's awesome. Louis Fox is going to be with us. Whoa. Louis Fox, and Ken Scott. Yep, we've had him on the show.
They call him the chairman of the board from Georgia.
I'm telling you, he's the president of the IBM as well.
And that's not International Bowel Movement
Jeez, what?
or
Ryan.
Irritable Bowel.
No, it's Ken Scott, the president of the International Brotherhood of Magicians.
There we go, Steve.
And we have the incredible tech team of Annie Banani, Joe Self, Tim Gaines, and Brian Hoffman, plus Mark Daniels.
That's
and,
a power. That's
great,
a power team.
Great
right
place
there.
to put that, Ryan. Wonderful. That was great. So go to cadabra.org. I'll go to the middle and sign up for CAX.
I'm going to go to the middle.
It's hard for me to move. I don't have wheels on my chair, so you put it there if you want to. This is CAX saying,
So you got to be there, friends. We hope you're there.
February 2 through 5. So don't forget. Mark your calendars at least. If you're not going to register yet, mark your calendars so you don't
Right.
forget.
But you don't want to miss out on early bird pricing and such.
Yep. Good
Hey,
stuff.
look at my hair right now. If I was attending CAX in person, they wouldn't let me in the door. I'd be bounced immediately. But virtual, no prob.
And imagine how much you're going to save on hotel bills, taxi
Flights.
bills, and
Well, if
airlines,
you're from the 1920s, all those taxi bills you'd have.
Uber bills.
There we go.
Right, okay.
Welcome.
Lyft bills.
Oh, someone's Gen Z. Well, Steve, I got a little photo of our team. We had a little team gathering today. So, boom, check
so
it out.
fun.
This is the crew
There we are.
that delivers everything. So, starting at the head of the table, that's
Yeah.
Susie. That's my mom,
Yeah.
Steve's wife.
Susie Axtell.
In the green shirt there, I'll just kind of make some introductions around the table. She does a ton behind the scenes when it comes to organization. To Susie's left, of course, we have Teresa. She manages customer service and shipping. To her left, you have me. Who knows what I do, but I'm here.
Oh my
To my
gosh.
left, we
Dude.
have Greg Jackson. He is our resident amazing musician and composer.
He does our theme song for the show.
He wrote the song you're listening to right now. Next to Greg, of course, we have Wes. Wes is all things tech, mech, mechanics. You think of it, he can build it. And of course, next to Wes at the other end of the table, we have Steve, our fearless leader. Steve makes it happen, guys. Next to Steve, to his left, is Kathy. Kathy handles the books.
There's who makes it happen.
Yeah, right. And then right in front of Kathy is Nora.
Nora, she's our newest.
She's a newest member of the team. She works with Jose on assembling and building and gluing and painting and all that. And then in front of Nora, right behind Jose there, that is Rosie. Rosie as well.
Yep.
Works on assembly.
She
and
makes our
putting
puppets.
together. Yeah. And then of course we got. Look at how serious he
I
is,
know.
Jose.
Well, he's the master.
He's actually a really goofy guy, but
so funny.
this picture is he's just staring down the barrel.
I think he's got some burrito between his teeth. He doesn't want to show it.
But you know what? We love our team, and you know this isn't the easiest day and age to run a company.
No.
And 2020, like
What a team,
for many
though.
of you,
Man,
it was
oh, man.
hard for us, and 2021's been interesting. But you know what? We are in the business of helping you entertain the world, putting tools in your hands that let you entertain. That's what we do.
Right.
And that's what our team is
Innovations
all about.
to help you
Thanks
entertain
for
the
letting
world.
us partner with you in spreading joy in your areas. So, Steve, do you want to check in and see what we've been doing at the shop?
Please do. We got a lot to show.
We got a lot going on.
Check this out.
Yeah, let's see what's been going on in the works.
In the Wikes, baby.
All right.
All right.
I love that you always leave a little bit of, ooh, look, all these easy talks.
Looks like a flock of raptors, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Wes had finished building them. I was checking the servo programming.
So these, you put puppets on. You can just put any puppet on there.
Yep,
and
they're designed to
move. Isn't that
fit,
cool?
you know, a large selection of Axtell puppets.
Yeah.
Every puppet fits a bit different, but it moves the mouth.
Some are bottom entry, some are back entry.
Yep.
I see one of the backs back there, in the back.
Yeah, right.
And a perch. There's a perch for like a bird, a toucan.
And
You can
birds
sit on that.
actually fit. Ooh, this is
Wes is working on a tree. Look at that.
see, we got some show control systems there. We're putting together this really cool tree for Dina Muhammad in Iraq. Her foundation organization that she's working with.
Yeah.
We actually just glued all that on today.
Yeah, that skin is no longer laying there. It's now up with the face on the tree.
Yep. So Wes has been building.
There's our chickens from Pigeon
mechanics. Ooh, you know what, Steve? We have green machines in stock. We were out of stock for like a
That's
year.
right. That's right. We're
They're
back
back.
in stock with green machines.
And
That's
that
our
was a
square
pine
circle
tree
trick.
Pine tree topper. There's
Yeah.
Nora. What's she working on?
Yeah, she's working on vulture. This is
Ooh.
the same vulture that Jay Johnson uses in his show as another Nor. This vulture is going out to a new customer.
I think Mike Guthrie's got one of those too.
Oh, yes, he does. Yep.
We got a squirrel.
Oh, look at that.
I had to
love
remember
that
to take
little
photos of it.
guy. Look at that little guy.
We got a decay mouth and a healthy mouth.
There you go. One
Big
of
mouths, one of each. What's Rosie? Ooh, Rosie, we had a customer
Rodney
get
Rabbit.
a full body Rodney and an easy talk in a hat Rodney.
That's
Pretty
right.
cool. Jose is that a fox?
Ah, it is. It's a fox coming. Yep, Rocky.
Very cool. Rocky fox. Okay. Ooh, a platypus.
Ooh.
Maybe
Or a
or
chocolate duck.
That's right. It could be both.
Could be. Oh.
Ooh, a horse.
Ooh, look at that. Nay. Not for sale. A platypus.
Nah, it's more like I'm a. Whoa! Look at that zoom.
I know.
Whoa! Triple zoom guy.
It's a pinch.
Hey guys, Steven Spielberg's here. Oh,
Keep
a
'em
jumbo
moving, keep
wild
'em
thing.
moving. Oh, and here we are with a horse again.
Ooh, that's cool.
We'll probably see
Steve,
Jose
just-
painting a platypus again.
Let's see.
Yep.
Oh, we got a
Okay.
bunch of dinos.
That's nice. Look at that. Gotta love it.
see what's
Whoa,
on
it's
the-
going out the door.
Ooh, we got a pro chimpanzee.
Ah, love it.
Hand-punched chin.
Look
hairs.
at that. Oh, the
Whoa.
snail update. The update is that the snail. Jose. What happened?
Where's my body?
Oh my goodness. Ah. Still no body for the snail. Jose has.
I ain't got nobody. Well, Steve, I like the hard ending. Nice, man.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Nice way to go. Well, I figured you were going to break into song, so I'd leave that.
I ain't got nobody. The snail, though, will be, for those of you asking.
Sorry about the snail update.
We are getting close, but we still have the shell and the head done. We're finalizing some tweaks on the body, and the body will be assembled for the initial customer who ordered it, who gets it early January. Once we've delivered it, or once we've finished it, we prototyped everything, we built it, then we'll be able to go into production.
Right. Is Teresa with us right now? Is Teresa? Teresa, if you're with us, Sheila wants to know, was that platypus Mr. Dimples? Was that her Mr. Dimples that's being shipped out to her? Or was that for another customer?
Oh my gosh, Paul Burnham's here,
Yep,
who had a Shakespeare.
that's right.
He had won one in an auction here.
That's right. I wonder if he's the one that sold it.
Because remember, didn't he
He
sell
said he
some
sold
stuff
it
for
at Van
Haven?
Haven.
Who knows? Maybe
Or
that
gave
was-
it to the museum. I don't know
He
which.
did a combination of the two.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
But anyway, there was one on Marketplace, and Matt missed it. I
I
love
know,
it.
but that's
Oh,
okay.
I'm so glad he
got,
did.
I know. He got a Sharpie from us. Well, Steve, we have not one, but two special guests
We do.
this week.
We better jump into the first one.
Let's continue our conversation with Al Getler. This is on the business of show business, specifically looking at showmanship, what it means to bring our shows to life. And then I'll have a resource that I can share in just
A download.
Whoa, a download. Crazy.
Thank you, Al.
Let's check in with the one and only Al Getler. Performer Spotlight.
Hi there. I'm Paul Burnham, magician from Piqua, Ohio.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Paul, since you mentioned him, he came in.
I know, right?
Paul,
I know.
Paul,
Paul's here.
just watch, okay?
No,
You don't have to jump into the show.
All right, hold on.
We just mentioned you.
Give me a second. That's funny. It's renamed too.
It's renamed?
Yeah.
Do you not have Al?
No, I have. I just for some reason it didn't link properly. So. Well, hey, it's always a good day when we get to take a look at
That's right.
Papa Paul Burns. All right. Let's try this again.
Here we go.
This is the business of show business. It's show business with Al Getler.
There's that music. Al Getler, it's like Pavlov. When I hear that, I know good information is coming.
Yeah, me too. Then I changed my diaper. Anyway, I I have to tell you, I've always wanted a theme song, Mr. Axtell, and you and Ryan have delivered.
You got it.
Great theme song. And we're back here to talk about part 2 of what we talked about last month.
It's all part of your show personship.
It is. And without any further ado, I'm just going to get right into it, share the screen, because I think you and I need to have some more casual conversation at the end. So we're talking about show personship, showmanship, a book based on a guy named Darryl Fitzke, who did a book called Showmanship for Magicians. Steve Martin, I mentioned you his background. He recommends this book in his book, Born Standing Up, which is a fabulous book for anybody going into performance and comedy. Steve Martin has done it all, literally, you can say. And this book is and if Steve Martin says, read a book, get a book, you get it. Now, the book is out of print. The book is a little bit difficult to find. Keep checking eBay to get your copy of it. It's an old book, published in the 1930s, but it blows you away how much information this book has. So let's jump into part 2 of this book, okay? And the goal that we're trying to accomplish here with the book is to give everybody an idea of what creating the full package is all about. The visual, the audible, the movement are part of the look of your show. The content includes the comedy, the character, and the music. And finally, putting together the full package requires strong showmanship and a great stage presence. And we talked the last time about showmanship. It is the skill of performing in such a manner that will appeal to an audience or aid in conveying the performer's essential theme or message. And that's also a great thing. What is the essential theme or message of your show? If you're a performer for young people, are you there just to have fun? Are you there to teach a lesson? Are you there to talk about safety? Are you there to talk about health? Are you there to talk about the Bible? Are you there to talk about, another religion and the tenets of that religion? So what is your theme, and give people an idea what it's going to be based on. And then if you're dealing with adults or a combination thereof, which that combination thereof is kind of my favorite audience, define for people what you're going to be and who you are, but be that showman, show person that you are, show woman. Okay. Then there's stage presence. And we talked about last time that, I had stage presence to be identified as a teenager in high school. I didn't know what it meant. I went out and studied, but commands, if you notice the word commands is in this definition, Steve, it is the commanding of the stage. It is owning the space that you're in. These two words are interchangeable: showmanship and stage presence. Here's a great simple example. The ringmaster at a circus, has to have showmanship and stage presence. Why? Because back in the old days, especially, it was literally a 3-ring circus. And so this man or woman dressed very fancily in a top hat and tails and the spotlight hitting them had to command the audience's presence. So they typically did that in a number of fashions, but that involves stage presence and that involves showmanship. So we hit the list last week. Go back and watch it if you didn't find it. This is part 2 of that list that we're going to talk about.
Ooh, this is
gets
good.
more into content than it
Yeah.
is into before what was the show. So he says a list of often found ingredients in successful and popular entertainment: physical action, group coordination, precise attack, short scenes or turns, efficient pacing, punch, careful routine planning, tireless rehearsal, special material, grace, effortless skill, surefire, spectacle, thrill, emotion, common problems, escape from the humdrum, unity, and finally up-to-dateness. So that's a lot, Steve. That is a lot. Okay. But when you look at this list and you consider your show, so we're going to go back to the David Copperfield example again, because you visited David Copperfield a few weeks ago at this point, almost a month ago, and I think more than a month ago at this point. But when you look at the list and you apply it to David Copperfield, there is physical action. There is lots of grace. There is surefire things at work. There's a precise attack. There are short scenes. There's storytelling, which isn't on this list, right? Punch. I love that one. Tom Ladshaw wrote a great book, I believe it's Tom on comedy, about punch, just adding punch to everything that you do. Okay. Common problems. What does that mean in an act? Identifying common problems so we can relate, so that we can then escape from the humdrum. And then unity of audience. What does that mean? That means the audience is brought together. And audiences are bizarre, right? Because they'll never be together in the same room, in the same way, in the same time, in the same atmosphere, the same temperature of the room, the same everything. It's not going to be the same. Oh, it changes. David's probably performed that show hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Every audience is different. It's a bizarre thing. Sometimes as a performer, you walk off stage, you go, man, that audience was flat tonight. Was the audience flat or were you flat?
Yeah.
You know, did you not have effortless skill displayed? Was your pacing off? So, Steve, this is a huge list of things.
I love it,
man. Let's kind of attack it. What's your take on this list?
So this is real. This is where the rubber meets the road. This stuff really is very, very helpful in taking away the ethereal, discussion of this stuff. It gets down to the. Can you put the list back up again? I'd like.
Sure, I can. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, when you these are easier to evaluate, I think, when you're looking at your show than even the last list that we had last week, or last 2 weeks ago. The reason is because you can tell in your routine, you can actually see if you're moving around a lot. Like Steve Petra really gets into the physical action and making short scenes and turns. That's another one of his. He'd be a monster at all this stuff. He's really
I love talking to Steve about that stuff. Yeah,
he'll be teaching that in Variety Coach, all of this stuff in a very detailed manner. But the thrill, are you creating a thrill with your show? That's really something. I mean, you don't normally go that high with thinking about that. Is it a spectacle? Sure, because nobody's seen what you're doing very often anyway. Does it have punch? That really is thought-provoking. These things, are you coordinating the audience as a group and bringing them together in unity? These are all, so practical. Very good stuff.
And they were written about decades ago.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And up-to-dateness.
Well, and think about when that was written in the 30s, and now we're talking about today. And so does that mean you throw out anything that's old? No. You just try to present the most updated version of what
you want to be relevant. Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Every ventriloquist does something in a routine where maybe you have an audience member whose mouth has to move or something like that, or string breaks or whatever the case may be, or you catch yourself not moving the mouth properly. And, the common thing was, well, you better get it right. It looks like a Godzilla movie, right? Now, a Godzilla movie. What does that mean to anybody who's under the age of 20? Do people under the age of 20 know the old Godzilla movies where Asian people had their mouth, done over by English? No. But what does today? What has dubbing today? What's the new up-to-date version of that?
Squid Game.
Squid Games.
Squid Game.
So I had to change Godzilla to Squid Games, and it got the same laugh.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I changed Godzilla to Squid Games, and I got more of a laugh from the under 30 group than I did the over 30 group or the over 40 group.
That's funny.
It lost some older people, but it's now catching on. Funny, I've done that. I've been at the resort now for 3 months. I started using that line about 5 weeks ago, and the laughs have gotten better and better and better. Why? Because more people are saying you got to see.
More people have seen it.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny how it works, but that's up to dateness, right? I spent a lot of time trying to make a point for a show. I couldn't remember for a second, but point being that it's there. Something else in here, tireless rehearsal. I can't tell you I'm great at that one. I mean, I rehearse constantly as I'm driving my technique, but do I get into a room like this and run through my entire show and new things that I add? No, I write it down. I memorize it. I perform it live a lot to try it out. I want to take this list really quickly and also apply it to someone who is internationally known. And a lot of people have seen him live at this point. And that's Jeff Dunham. Okay. Yeah. Jeff Dunham is a perfectionist when it comes to his art and how he does things. And if you look at this list alone, you see how hard he works at this list. And he and I have talked about it in my interviews many, many times. One of the things we laugh about is he's the same as me. Tireless rehearsal is not in his lexicon. You try it in front of an audience often, but effortless skill. I mean, that's what Jeff does. That's why he's such a good person who can just get up there and just throw things out, and you can't throw anything at him that he can't bat back at you. So, there's a lot of this list. You can go through every performer that you can think of in your mind and come up with what makes this list work for people. So let's bring it back to Axtell Entertainers. Okay.
Just a second. I'd like to say that effortless skill is an appearance. It's sometimes a perception that the audience has. Yes. It's not necessarily what it really is. It looks like it's effortless.
Yes. And
it comes from tireless rehearsal.
Yes, it does. Or tireless experience, one or the other.
Experience, right.
Yeah, tireless experience. You're right. Effortless skill is just exactly that. It also is what performs, what creates stage presence and showmanship.
Yeah.
Is effortless skill. So it's important. For Axtell Entertainers, if you just bought your first Axtell puppet, look at this list and the list from the last segment. Go back and find it if you haven't seen it. Start thinking about what's going to differentiate your Axtell character in this list in the future. Okay. Where's it going to happen? How's it going to work? What's the punch you're going to give it? Okay. What's the conversations you're going to have with it? Really important list for that. Yeah. If you have been performing for a while, there are some of you out there that have a cavalcade of Axtell, characters in your show, and I commend you for that. Does each of them have their own physical action? Does each of them have their own precise attack? Does each of them have emotion that's respective of their characters? And when you bring them out, are you bringing them out based on short scenes and turns? Or are you just going a puppet, a puppet, a puppet, a puppet, a puppet? Because a puppet is not telling a story. It's not controlling. It's not really grabbing the audience. And each of those puppets should have material. Let's talk about special material too. If you're hired to perform at a holiday party, are you going to create a holiday show? If you're hired to perform at a daddy-daughter dinner, are you going to address the relationship between daddy and daughter somehow? I mean, think about special material all the time. So, So what do you think about that list, Mr. Axtell?
Oh, that's an incredible list. That one is a thrill. Yeah. It brings out the emotion in me.
It absolutely.
And just between you and me, I want to punch you. So.
Oh, well, no, I feel, Well, listen,
We'll edit.
it is always a pleasure to see you and to talk to you. I'll put the title slide back up here again in case folks are wondering what the name of the book is one more time. Because I think
Now
it's
you
worth
promised
going
us some deliverables, and
Yes.
we will. You're going to give me a link to those, and we'll share that.
Yeah.
Also, people are going to want to. They're going to want to catch you on our variety coach, and that's going to be one way that they can learn a ton more and delve deeper into each of these areas. And you've done so many business interviews with other business celebrities, and all of that information you're going to be able to take and boil down to some very meaningful lessons for us in variety coach. But if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how would they do that? How do they track you on social media?
Yep. It is probably the easiest thing of them all. Everything is at Al Getler, including my email address, which is al@algetler.com. But Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, everything is at Al Getler. And it's just so easy to find me that way. And I'm excited that I'm here with you. And, I want to wish you all at Axtell the happiest of holiday seasons, a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. I'll be back at the resort performing over the holidays. Took a little break here for the past couple of weeks, which I needed. But it's back at it, and I'm excited to add some new things into my show and look forward to 2022. And that's what you all should be doing right now. What do you hope to accomplish in 2022 with your performing? Write it down.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing year.
Any exciting new things coming from Axtell? Can you whisper that in my ear? No way. All right.
Imagine.
All
right, Al.
Looking forward to that. All right.
Love
Here's
it.
the countdown. Are you ready? 3,
Happy
2,
New
1.
Year.
This was the business of show business. It's show business with Al Getler.
Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
That's the deal right there.
The one and only
Al,
the maestro
the Getler.
of money,
the get,
the boss of business.
the G, the get.
Hey, I do have a download to share
From Al.
Al put up all his notes of the last two.
We're gonna put it.
I'm gonna drop it in the chat, the comments. I gotta find my mouse. It's on one of our mini monitors up here.
That was one of the many chores that I gave you to do, and you're doing it. I'm just so excited about that.
Well, I gotta find my mouse. I don't know where it went.
Oh, it's over here.
Found it.
Yep.
All right. Let me drop in this
Woo,
link
woo,
for
woo.
everyone.
Come back. Get over there.
And yes, Variety Coach Al is putting together a course. So we've been a little quiet on this, mostly because we've been working hard on content. We're editing down some of our courses. We have a few more coming in.
Exciting.
So we plan on launching early in the new year, in
Yes.
the spring, having about 3 courses ready to kick things off, and we'll share more information as we get closer to that. But Al is looking on coming on board and putting together a course that specifically is aimed at helping people put together the nuts and bolts of the business side of show business.
Yeah.
How do you become profitable? How do you organize your side hustle or main hustle into a way that makes sense?
Yep. All right. Ryan has put the link in the comments so you can get your download there from Al's lecture, the last 2.
That's
this
right.
episode and last episode.
If you want his notes, go over and click on that Dropbox link I just shared.
Here you go.
And you'll be able to download that list. I'm checking it right now.
Excellent. Checking your list once or
I'm
twice.
checking it twice, actually.
Checking to see who's naughty or nice.
Yep, it's all there.
All right.
So yeah, check out that download. I think
All right. All right. All right.
All right.
Excellent. All right. Well, my friend, good job on your first chore.
Thanks, man.
Of the
Like
night.
I said, I'm really checking off a lot of things on my list.
Good. Okay, well, I've got
Personal things.
Yeah, we got some business things for you now.
Oh,
we got to take
sorry,
care
this new me doesn't apply to business things, just personal things.
of the new what?
This whole new me, like checking things off my list, getting things done.
Okay, well, this is personal stuff that you have to do for me. It's personal.
You know what? If you can send an email to my business email, I'd love to follow up on it in the next 2 to 5
So
weeks.
send the personal things to your business.
All right, lay it on
email.
me. What you got for me today?
I need you to go out to the green barn, take care of tickling the turtles, if you would. They're really, really distraught.
Okay.
They're nervous as heck because they haven't been tickled in months.
Okay. And everyone knows the opposite of being nervous is being tickled.
Well, you're going to bring a little joy to their life, okay? Got it? Yeah. All right. So tickle the turtles.
Okay.
Please bloat the bowls. Please. They need it bad. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Just do those 2 things. That's all I'm asking.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, just those 2. We won't talk about the ferrets or any of the other animals. We'll just let it go just like that.
So we won't talk about the ferrets, and what other animals are we not talking about?
No, the cows, the horses. We're not going to do the goats. We're not doing all that. Just the cows. Just the turtles, as we talked about.
Okay, I'll see you there, man. All right, later.
And now it's time to ask the Tiki.
And the bowls. The bowls, too. Hey.
Oh, I'm so relaxed.
Oh, I have to explain.
Hey,
I gave
Steve,
the
let me light a fire.
I gave the tiki a. Oh yeah, please light. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, great flames.
Sorry, I've been so comfortable after you sent me on that spa trip.
Yeah, I gave him a visit to a spa, a whole week at a resort spa. It was great.
Oh, it's great.
Now this is better. This is better. Listen, he's not as noisy as he was.
My eyelids were so dry from the Tahitian sands blowing in them all day that they were grinding and in need of some R&R.
And look, his skin is moistened. He looks more moist, and you have better posture now.
Yes, and you know what? I reduced the amount of fire I was putting out. It just seemed like I was maybe making too much of a statement. Like, I'm not just the angry guy, like, I'm cool.
Exactly.
I'm chill,
You're not
bro.
just the angry
Let's
guy.
hang, bro. I'm chill.
Yeah. Let me see if I can help you out a little bit with the anger.
Steve, I can't believe you can touch this hot and heat.
No, I can't. Okay.
Oh, good. All better now.
All right. Hey, I got some questions here from the insiders.
All right, baby.
All right. Here's one from Jerry Bress.
All right.
Oh, great Tiki. What do you use as a toothbrush?
Well, as you may or may not have noticed, I have what you call model teeth. They're used a lot in commercials and TV and film and
Really?
also in print ads from Sears and Roebuck. And the truth is, the secret to good teeth is let the sands of time blast all the enamel off, so the only thing that's left is basically the inside of the tooth that is blown clean and smooth as glass by sand. Eventually, these will all disappear, and I'll talk like this.
Oh, no. That I would not want to see. Here's one from Bruno Sor.
All right, baby.
Oh, great and wise Tiki. How old are you, and how do you know?
Well, I count my rings, but here's the problem, Steve.
Yes.
I don't have a hand to put a finger on the ring that I'm counting, so I lose count all the time. I get to like 3,000, and then I go like this. And then I come back and it's like, oh, which ring was I on? So I'm roughly 36,000 years old or 80,000 years old, depending on
how
the day.
Your fingers. Depending on your fingers. Here's one from June Michael.
All right. June Michael.
Yes.
I wonder if he's related to Jean Michael.
Maybe, possibly.
In France.
Big
Must not be because you said a different name.
June,
so it must
yeah.
be a different
June
person.
Michael, I think, is from the United States. Big old piece of wood. Yeah, I would guess.
Whoa,
Not French.
attitude.
Do you float or sink?
Well, I do float because I've tried to escape this island, but the strong tides always bring me back into shore. I'm what you call a buoyant body.
Now, here's one from Sharpay. Just one name.
Sharpier or Sharpay?
Sharp.
Could this be
Maybe.
Shakespeare?
Sharpie, maybe it is. All-knowing and wise tiki. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest? I'm asking a tiki that talks.
According to me, a woodpecker. That would be the rudest to me. They just bang, bang, bang their points away, not even listening to you, just driving it into your cranium.
Oh my gosh.
Literally driving it in.
Wow. That's okay. All right. Here's one from Jose Camarillo.
All right.
Is cereal soup?
Whoa. Jose Camarillo coming in with the heavy ones. Man. Well, let's see. It has been asked before on this show.
Is cereal soup? Has been asked?
It has. And I probably diverted to a quip or maybe an accent because I didn't really know the answer. Now, you might start off by saying soup is hot, but they have cold soups.
Oh, well, that's
So,
true. That's true. They do.
You could start off and say, well, it would be a non-dairy soup if it's, or it would be a non-dairy cereal if it's soup. No, but chowder has dairy in it. So, you could
How
say,
did you say that again?
Chowder. Clam chowder. I would have to say that cereal is not soup because when you say soup, you're a little bit pretentious.
Yeah.
And when you say cereal, you're like an elementary school kid.
That's true.
So that's the difference.
Yes.
No one says, I'll have the cereal du jour.
Cereal just.
You just say,
I want Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I want Captain Crunch now.
they're not saying, oh, is this gazpacho? Or is this chowder? Or what kind of tortellini is in this soup du jour? Very different positions, Steve.
Oh, my gosh. Here's one from Teresa Cruz.
All right.
Dear tikiest of all tikis.
Ooh, I like it. Maybe this is Terry Crews.
Teresa Cruz. Would you rather have no nose or no arms?
Great point. I mean, obviously, I know what it's like to have no arms.
That's true.
Obviously, my nose is like my main feature.
So,
for all the complaining I do, though, you'd think I'd say I'd lose my nose in a heartbeat to get those arms. But arms would help me pick my nose. So having a nose without arms is like I can't do much.
so what's
there.
the use of having arms without a
I
nose?
think I would have to say I would have hands. That's how I would sound if I didn't have these big bad nostrils up here.
Okay, here's one from Freaka Worthington.
All right.
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Do you have a conversion chart in the back of that notebook of yours?
No.
Well,
It's a weird question.
I mean,
Thank you, Freaka. Appreciate that.
It must be a European thing. I would have to say 5. Because the elephant would step on 4 of them because they can't fly, and the 5th would get sucked into his trunk, and asphyxiation would set in. It's a sad tale, Steve.
Oh, it is. It
Yes.
is. It's a very sad tale. Okay, one from let's raise the tempo here.
All
Joe DiMaggio.
Okay.
Dear old and wise tiki, Joe
Very
DiMaggio.
wise, a little bit old.
Do you think cavemen had nightmares about cave women?
Well, it
Joe
is said
DiMaggio.
that is reality a shadow dance on a cave wall where everyone's watching the shadows from the fire. I believe it was Aristotle that said,
That's right.
who is looking in on the fire of the painted cave? So I hope that answers your question.
That's pretty good. Amazing. No, I didn't answer it at all. but-
Oh, I hope it answers it, Steve.
Okay, well,
I really hope it does.
well, it didn't. So, do you
Well,
think they
so
have
I hope-
nightmares about cave women?
I think they
Draw their-
probably do.
Okay, there we go.
I don't.
There's an
They
answer.
might.
Well, you're not a caveman, so I wouldn't ask. Here's one from Wolf Blitzer.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, Tiki Mon.
Hey, man. Back off.
Who would win in a fight between Superman and Batman? That's a good question, Wolf. Thank you. for
Everybody
submitting
knows that nobody cares, right? I mean, DC versus Marvel, a tale as old as time. we all saw the Zack Snyder directed version of Justice League and Batman v Superman, only to have HBO Max release the uncut director's version with more stuff added. He meant it to be 3 movies that got baked into one, and the problem is the long story arc got lost on a lot of people. Now, I would say that Ben Affleck gave a good job of trying to play Batman, and of course Henry Cavill's a hunky guy playing Superman, but let's be honest, the real star in that show was the off button.
Very, very good. Well, I can see that you've had a really good time at the spa. That's wonderful.
Well, actually, when I'm in the cargo hold of Spirit Airlines, there's a stowaway who luckily has a Wi-Fi password, and we watch lots of content together.
Stowaway. All right. Well, here's one from interesting. Blitz Wolfer. If you
Wolfie, are you? Hold on, Tony.
I don't know.
What do you mean Superman would win? Everybody knows that Batman's armor is like 1 billion pounds and holds him down.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's not what we're talking about, though. So
sorry. Back to Wolf Blitzer.
No, this is from Blitz Wolfer. Blitz Wolfer says, if you could be a fly on the wall, who would you want to listen in on?
Well, I'd probably listen in to this famous singer. You'll know exactly who I am by my voice.
Yeah.
I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight.
Really?
I mean, you know who that is. Or this famous one, just, you know. And they was talking about Jesse's girl. Dun, dun, dun.
And this is who you would like. This is the people you would like to listen to.
Well, and it goes without saying who I'm impersonating. Here's another one. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? They call me the eagle of Tahiti.
Wow.
All of them are boiled into that voice. The high harmonies.
You're amazing. That was it. It was Don Henley to a T.
Hey, I'm excited about the new Matrix. Want to hear my Keanu Reeves impression?
Yeah.
Say, I know Kung Fu, see?
Keanu Reeves.
That's right. He's Canadian, couldn't you tell?
That's great.
See?
Fantastic.
I know Kung Fu, see?
That's doesn't sound Canadian to me.
Hey, Mr. Anderson.
What do I know? All right, here's one from Roy Saracamindo.
That's not a thing.
Dear pleasant totem with the mostum. What is the worst, most annoying catchphrase?
Wow. Well, no one is sorry that "What's up?" is no longer around.
That's no longer a thing.
What's up? Unless you're Michael Scott from The Office, you're still saying it.
What's up?
Yeah, I would say that's got to be up at the tippity top.
There.
Literally, shipwrecked sailors will wash up on the beach, and I will look at them from my outpost, and I'll hear from the distance. And I'm like, you're literally sleep deprived and dehydrated, and they're like, and then later on the other side of the island, their buddy will chime in. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. Here's one from Lance Carrasco. Oh, great Tiki.
Yes.
Do you play an instrument? If not, what instrument would you like to play?
Well, I could almost play my teeth like marimbas. On that I see. But I don't have arms, so that's impossible. I could play a couple of nose flutes if people would just stick them in. But you know what? Everyone knows that the main instrument that held down most of music of all time was the keyboard. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the instrument that held it back. Guitar. Guitar was the instrument that advanced.
Oh, that held it back. I don't like that. Oh, Ryan would like that. He's a guitar player. Did you know that?
He's probably said it to me every day for most of his life. That guy.
All right, a couple more here. One from Betty Wine. Dear Tiki, what was your favorite TV show growing up?
Well, Great question. I mean, of course, David Carradine in Kung Fu. That was a clean one. What else? Green Hornet, the Waltons.
So those were 3,000 years ago?
Well, Steve, we didn't have TV 3,000 years ago.
No.
The only TV I had was when a Russian satellite crashed on the beaches and a shipwrecked sailor hooked it up to a cathode ray tube. And he was able to get shows like Star Trek and a bunch of 60s stuff where everyone was super fake. Like William Shatner was like lifting a heavy rock and they would like bounce on the ground. And then, like, of course, Green Hornet. And then for some reason we got Kung Fu. That was a little bit later. Anyways.
Yeah, I hear you.
That was my TV knowledge. A slight window in the 60s and like 1 year in the 70s.
Oh, I see Ryan coming. Hang on, there's one more. I got to get it in before he gets here.
You can really see a
Seaton.
long way away, I guess.
Yes.
She goes by Ann.
Yeah,
Drop the K, buddy.
Well, she puts K in, so I got to put K in it. OGT. Oh, great tiki.
Ooh, I like that. Get it on a mug. Get it on a mug.
OGT.
I said, you down with OGT? Yeah, you know me. You down with OGT? Yeah, you know me.
What kind of apples should I plant? Now, she needs this. She has sincere request.
Well, if you've ever listened to the Radiolab podcast about why Golden Red Delicious is so overrated, I would say go off reservation and do something like a Fiji. Ooh, that's good. Or a Fuji, actually.
Fuji.
I like Fiji, but I like Fuji apples.
Ah, I love it.
Golden Delicious is always good. Now, a Granny Smith makes a mean soup. I mean, cut it up with some squash. Oh, all right. Later.
This has been another episode of Ask
Not bad for
Tiki.
Ah, you ready, bud?
Oh my gosh, I'm
got
so
it.
sweaty. You can tell.
Super excited. Did you get him?
Man, I am sweaty.
From what? From bloating the bulls or tickling the turtles?
Well, let me walk you through.
All right, great.
I get there.
Uh-huh.
All I
Turtles
see-
first or bulls first? Which?
All I see are ferrets. And they're like, we need you
Oh, man.
to take care of us. And I said, I'm sorry. My instructions were to not help you. I have to help the untickled turtles and the unbloated bulls.
Yeah.
So then the ferret said, oh, really? They brought the cows in. And the cow said, are you going to help us? And I said, I'm so sorry. My list says I cannot help you.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, and then they said, oh, really? And I'm like, I can only tickle the turtles and bloat the bulls. And I could see them in the distance. I could see them.
Okay.
And
So
I
you
started
went over there?
I started
and-
walking over there. Then a herd of horses, a gaggle of horses came in. And they said, not on my watch. And I was like, why do you have such a gravelly voice and you're a horse? And they're like, don't worry about it. You're not helping the turtles or the bulls unless you help us. And I said, I follow instructions to the letter. And Steve said, I cannot help you today. So they wouldn't let me in, man.
And you
Wouldn't
ran
let me
out
in.
of time and came
No.
here.
I
Why did
wasn't going to be a scab. I wasn't going to cross the picket line.
Oh, my gosh.
Steve, it's just a PR nightmare.
So next week, then, you've got to...
Well, I got to somehow make it up to the ferrets, the cows, and the horses
You got to do it all.
so that they'll let me in to bloat the bulls and tickle the turtles. But I got to say, our relationship right now is not good.
I don't like this. I don't like this, man. But I tell you what I do like. I like Stan Allen.
Oh,
We're going to be watching Stan Allen now. Forget the
Oh,
chores
yeah.
from Ryan.
Stan
Yeah.
Allen's
Yep.
in the house.
Got a great, incredible interview with Stan Allen, who is the champion of Magic Live, his baby, Magic Magazine, which many of you have received over the years.
Sesame Street.
Oh,
brought
my
to you
gosh.
by the number 1 and the letter Y.
Incredible.
let's check in with the one and only Stanley to his friends.
Before we watch him,
Oh, yeah.
you know what, Ryan? Let's watch this video of Stan and his incredible rabbit stew. Check this out,
All
folks.
right. Should be good to go.
This is incredible.
Now, there's a lady in the audience by the name of Charla. She selected a playing card. I'd like you to look the group over and see if you can't find her. All right? Go ahead. You can't find her. She's right there. Now this evening, to help the little guy find the card that Charlotte selected, it'll be necessary to place him into a deep hypnotic trance, hypnotizing a rabbit. It's you. Hypnotizing a rabbit. Perfect. Sawing a rabbit in half. Now pay attention. Sleep. Are you asleep? Killer is now deep, deep asleep. Can't sleep? Fine, look, there's a lots more show coming up, so why don't we just find the card that Charlotte selected, all right? Now, I brought along with me one card out of the blue pack. She looked at just one card out of the red pack. Do you think that maybe we selected the same card? You think so? Charlotte, if you would please, in a nice loud voice, call out the name of the card you selected.
Four of spades.
Sorry, what?
Four of spades.
Four of spades. Thank you for helping.
Oh my gosh, Stan Allen. How are you,
hello.
sir?
Hello.
Oh, hey, last time I saw you in Vegas was at Discover Magic's conference, and they were up to something secret, and that became their new release of the younger children's program, Magic Explorers. And I got to hear you speak.
Well, yeah, there were those downsides in the program. But yes, yes.
It's a great program, isn't it?
It really is. I enjoy those guys. It's always fun to work with people that aren't from this planet. They're somewhere else out there. And if you say, you know what we should really do is just go off here. They don't look at you like you're crazy. They kind of go, oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. Well, you explained your creative process, how you go through things there. And that was really fascinating for me to hear because I've always been a huge fan of you, of yours. And you have, you've tickled my fancy in many, many ways. And I'm very curious how it all began for Stan Allen.
Well, for me, it was a simple thing. My sister got to go to Disneyland with friends and I didn't. And when older sisters go places like that, they tend to think of little brothers where, little brothers never think of older sisters.
No.
And I think she stopped in at the magic shop and bought me a $1 souvenir, which turned out to be a thing called nickels to dimes.
Ah.
And somewhere here in this house in the curio cabinet is that
That one?
The dimes with the Adams box. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, that just got me going, you know, and then like everybody else, you find a friend that you didn't know was interested in it, and the library, and then.
But you didn't have normal friends. Your friends were pretty cool.
Well, I don't know about that. You'd have to check with my wife. I'm not sure that it would be.
I've heard some names.
What happened was there was in the newspaper, there was a little blurb about a junior magic club. So my friend and I got a ride from his mom, and we dropped into this junior magic club. And I tell you, when you're in something that later becomes, I don't think legendary is the right word, but certainly, you know, the number of people that came out of that club is crazy.
Yes.
But at the time, you're just in it. You're just a bunch of kids just playing. You know, you're like a garage band, so to speak.
Exactly. It would give us the names of those garage boys.
Well, immediately, Les Arnold was one of the first people I met. And let's see, later, Mike Caveney, Bill Smith, Todd Robbins, Armando Lucero, Mark Kalin, Kevin James. God, I'm going to miss somebody I know I don't want to miss.
Wow.
Dirk Arthur, Victor and Diamond, James Hamilton. You know, we did a show at Magic Live called Demystified. The group was called Long Beach Mystics, and so we called it Demystified. And, you know, everybody just did like 5 minutes, but there were like 15, 20 people on the show. You know?
It's incredible.
So, but at the time, and we weren't all in it at the exact same time, but it went over a number of years because you sort of never graduated. You didn't want to move to the adult club because they weren't any fun. And this group was insanely fun.
Yes.
So, and we were friends outside the group. We'd go to the movies. We would go marauding and do stupid things.
But you met there.
Oh, absolutely. And we had that common bond, and we all became lifelong friends. And some of the people, I could list you an equal number of names you've never heard of because they didn't stay in the magic world, but they went out into other areas and became, you know, doctors, lawyers, and Indian chiefs. And you know, and we're all still good friends.
Wow.
So it's kind of, I think, I don't know what it was. We're like foxhole buddies or something.
Now, we just saw a little clip of you and Stu before our interview started. And tell us how the magic of that little rabbit came to be.
Well, embarrassingly, I can say a friend of mine went to New York and he visited Tannen's and he bought a stuffed rabbit puppet. And he came back and he showed me that puppet. And just to give you kind of an idea, I was about 23 years old. And what went through my head immediate when I saw it was, my girlfriend would really like that. You know, so let's just get my motivation correct here. The driving force here of 23-year-old male dumb, and you spell dumb however you want to spell it. and so she would play with it. She'd come over to my apartment and she would pull this thing down and play around. She loved stuffed animals and little fun things, and she was just. And sometimes to my annoyance. And I remember once we were sitting watching a movie and she pulls it out and I go, don't play. And I'm just regretting ever buying the thing, investing the whole $28.50 to get it. And she starts messing around with this puppet during the movie and I've had enough of it. So I just grab it by the ears. And she tries to get the puppet to swing for its ears. And we both fall over laughing and say, that's hysterical. But now you fast forward 2 years, because I recognized its entertainment potential and put it on a shelf for 2 years.
Yeah.
Genius. Yes. And I was working at the Magic Castle, and one of the guys in the Magic Club, James Hamilton, he'd come up with a snake basket routine, and everybody in the club did it. So I was doing it at the castle, and he was like, Stan, you can't do this. I said, why not? Everybody does it. He says, yeah, but you're doing it to earn a living now to move forward. And he was very nice about it. He said, I don't expect you to take it out tonight or this week or this month, but you should really take it out and stop doing my routine. So the next day I was sitting by the pool and I had a pad of paper and I said, I wonder if there's anything I could do with that rabbit. and I sketched out a routine, and I went upstairs and I ran it in front of a mirror one time. It was very short, minute and a half. And that night at the Magic Castle, I put it in my table, and I had to do 4 shows in the old palace downstairs.
Yeah.
And where they had like 20 seats and they put 45 people into them. And the first 3 shows, I chickened out. And the 4th show was one of those shows where everything is going right. You know the shows where none of your friends are in the audience because it's just going way too good.
Yes.
It would jinx it. So I came up to the end. I said, hey, do you want to see the old ending or the new ending? And they all went, new ending. And I think I even said, well, okay, great. It's not my fault.
Of course
and
you did.
I pulled the puppet out and did like a minute and a half with them. And I think I found a card with an insurance policy or just something really lame. But they laughed in all the right places. And so the next night, well, maybe that was a fluke. And in the first show, you want to see the old ending or the new ending? Okay, not my fault. And that was it. I sort of never went back to the snake basket.
Wow. Well, this guy has turned into legend of his own. I know that David Copperfield would like to have Stu in his museum.
That's probably where
He'll
he's going to
see
end
about
up.
that.
Yeah, it's probably where he's going to end up. I'd be honored. I should say that. I would be absolutely honored.
It's so neat. It's amazing.
But what was fun was I got booked on Princess Cruises, and in those days you fill out comment forms, and if entertainment was mentioned, then a photocopy went to the entertainment department, and if it had an act mentioned, then another photocopy was made and that was put in its file. And about 6-8 months later, I get a call from the entertainment director's assistant, and she's laughing hysterically because she has just figured out that Stewart is not a person, a puppet, and that Stan Allen had this very thin file, and this guy named Stewart had this enormous file of comment forms. And you go, okay, I'm the straight man here, and I'm
Isn't that something? It happens. It does happen. They become stars in the show. These
I
little
walked out
puppets.
one time. I walked out one time and said, "Yeah, I'm going to introduce you to this puppet again, or something." And the crowd went crazy. And I said, "There seems to be some mistake as to who's the star in this show." And a little old lady over to the side looks up to me and says, "There's no mistake here, Sonny. How's that puppet make you talk?"
Oh, that's a clever lady.
Very clever lady.
How did you get into cruise ships anyway?
I was doing this original act at the castle, messing around, and it was 6-card repeat, but with an ace 2 3 4 5 6, and you throw away the ace 2 3, you show them the faces, and you still have the ace 2 3 4 5 6, and then at the end they've changed into a different color, and then you blow up the cards to big cards. The whole act was just with 6 cards.
Okay.
Trust me, it wasn't very good.
Oh.
And by the end of the week, I was pretty much done with it. But Dick and Diana Zimmerman, who love original magic, seen it, and Diana called me up and said, "You should be working cruise ships." Okay. And so she set me up with an audition to go, and it was awful. We walk into this room at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a bar. All the lights are out. There's a stage with a few lights on it. And I go over in the corner and I set up. And the one thing I did do was lie. I had told the booker that I had an appointment and I couldn't do the audition. And she said, "Well, why don't you go on first?" Oh, okay, sure, that'll work. And that turned out to be a good idea. And the appointment was a good friend of mine's girlfriend. So I was having lunch with her. So it wasn't. And so I'm over there getting set up, and the entertainment director for Princess Cruises came over and introduced himself and said, "Do you need a mic?" And what did he start with? "Do you need a stage?" And I said, do you have a stage? Do I work on a stage? He says, "No, you work on a dance floor." And I said, "Okay, I'll work on the dance floor." "Do you need music?" And I look up there, and the poor piano player's got 20 people shoving, charts of
Sheets.
Feelings. The song "Feelings" was popular, and everybody auditioned with "Feelings." And this poor person, I'm just looking at her thinking, if you can imagine some play on and play off music, I think we could give her a break. And then he said, "We can't find a microphone." And I said, tell me I get a microphone if I get this job. He goes, yeah, we have microphones on the ship. We just can't find one here. So again, 25-year-old arrogance. He says, okay, let me know when you're ready. And I let him take about 3 or 4 steps. And I said, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm ready. And I went out, and now what do? They grab all the singers and the magicians and all the people that want the same job you want, and they put them in the audience.
Oh boy.
And that's who you work for. And I was just thinking, this is going to go very bad. And so I don't know what came over me, but when it came time to have a card selected, I brought up an invisible person. Just pretended, here, take a card, any card you want. That one, that's a good one. Show it to everybody. And I don't know why, because I didn't trust any of these people in the audience.
Exactly. They're going to sabotage me.
And now, at this point, my act is about 4 minutes with the puppet. But when there's no laughter, that 4 minutes becomes an hour and a half.
Oh, man.
Of just death. Because you can see it's soft. It's fun. It's not waka waka type of stuff. So I'm done. I pack up my stuff. I leave. I go to have lunch. And the girl says, well, how did the audition go? And I said, I'll never work for that company. That was on a Monday, and I sailed on my first cruise on Friday.
Wow.
But what happened there was, so I go out in the first show, you have to do 3 shows. Again, I lied.
Okay.
You have 3 full shows to do? Of course I do.
Yes.
I have the props for 3 shows. I'm not sure I have good read. He never said they had to be good. No. He just said shows, right? So I go out in the first show, I do everything that I can do with the puppet. All 4 minutes, first show, it went fine. I'm out on deck the next day. People are coming up to me and saying, hey, when's your next show? Wednesday. Why? Oh, we can't wait to see more with that little rabbit puppet. And I'm thinking, I can't wait to see more of it either. That's going to be great. Wait. And so I literally went to my cabin and I started writing and going up and getting a postcard of the princess, some princess, and covering it with black tape and making it like a mask and doing a mind reading bit. And I just, whatever could come to my mind.
Sure.
And so by the end of the week, I had done 3 short shows with the puppet, and it was educational to say the least.
Well, I was in Kentucky. I saw you for the very first time at IBM Sam many years ago. When was that?
I think it was 2008, because I mark on the wall shows that totally screw up.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had a misfire. We'll just leave it at that. But,
how polite, Steve.
but I mean, here's the IBM and the Sam together, and all these magicians, all this talent. And on our flight home, my wife and I looked at each other and said, you know what? Standing that rabbit was my favorite part of the entire thing. No kidding.
Oh, that's very sweet.
The spirit was incredible with that little guy. You worked for cruise ships on land?
Oh, I did.
How did that happen?
Well, I'd been with Princess for 4 or 5 years, and the director of sales called me up and said he wanted me to work award shows for the travel agents. They do them once a year, big black tie affairs. So I went and did my act for those. And then the director of special promotions, these are like past customers. And so she was the greatest. Her and I became friends. And once a year, this was for about 4 years, I would drive up to the Princess offices there in LA. She'd meet me for lunch and bring a map of the United States. And she'd open it up on the table and said, great, where do you want to go?
Wow.
I'd say, well, I haven't seen Epcot. Florida's a good market for us. We can do some promotions next year in Florida. Okay. Hawaii's nice. Ooh, very expensive. Maybe we can get American Airlines to help sponsor it. Yeah, we'll go to Hawaii. And we would go there and we would do these. She did them. I was just the host, the MC. But what's great about it is we all know comedy is best when it's topical, when the audience can relate to it. Well, all of these people have been on a Princess cruise in the last month, 2 months, 3 months. So you can come out and play the dinner bells. They're on the floor laughing already. You haven't even done anything. And so it's just inside joke heaven. and I did those, I guess, for 2 years without going back to sea. And then
Wow.
I did them, I really cut back at that point. And cruising, I was only going out maybe once a year or something. But I kept doing those for another couple of years. They were great, just too much fun. Also, they were held in hotels that I couldn't afford the tips to get into, the Breakers, you know, and
Wow. Yeah.
Century Plaza, and hotels that you go, wow,
Oh, man.
maybe some pretty nice places here, you know.
That is great.
Yeah, nobody checked my profit and loss statement.
Yeah. Your style over the years, did it change at all, or has it always been this laid back Stan Allen?
Well, what did Weber say? Get him oxygen at one point. And I was in a show for a couple of weeks, and Joseph, the was doing birds and stuff. And
Joseph Gabriel.
yeah, just a great act. And he's standing in the wings as I'm walking off one day, and he just looks at me and he said, "How much more money do we have to pay you to break us sweat?" You know. But here's the thing: I'm not a good actor, and I don't play roles very well. And what happened was I was working comedy clubs and cruise ships, and comics are loud, singers are loud, cruise directors are, I can't hear you. And so I started being the opposite. And I'd walk out on a cruise ship after the singer has been blasting people's ears and the cruise director's been yelling, and the band plays me on with this raucous Flintstone theme or whatever the hell it was. And I'd walk out to the microphone with my newspaper for a Toronto Star newspaper, and I'd just lean into the microphone and say, "Good evening." And then I'd step back, and people are going, "What do you say?" And one lady actually said, "You don't play fair because you lull us into leaning forward to hear what you're saying, and then you hit us with a little singer." I think that's just where it developed. When everybody else was being noisy, I just thought, I'm going to be quiet. And then I realized, well, this is great because I can be the same person off stage as I am on stage. And boy, if you can get that comfortable.
No kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the place to be when you're that comfortable, and it's just, you're in the zone.
You got kind of a George, who is it?
Jack Benny.
Jack Benny.
He stole it all from, he did. He stole it all from me.
Great comedy.
Yeah, I think.
Great timing.
I just think, I think we talked about this briefly one day about timing. To me, in the dictionary, it's about rhythm and tempo and pausing. And I just think pausing is so important, and letting people think about stuff.
Yeah.
And in the puppet routine, I don't know what clip part of the thing did you show, but did you by chance show Hypnotizing a Rabbit?
Yes.
Well, there's I think an example. I say Hypnotizing a Rabbit, I do one of these things and the head moves around. And then he just goes off and looks at a lady in the audience. And I'm kind of saying, I bring him back. Hypnotizing a rabbit. So that's set up. And he now dives back and looks at her. And I say, sawing a rabbit in half. So there's the punch. Set up, punch. But he doesn't move that quickly.
Yeah.
He kind of snaps his head up and thinks for a second, and he turns around and he looks at me, and I guess that is kind of Jack Benny-ish to a certain degree. And he turns around and looks at me and realizes what I just said, and then bam, he lays down. So the audience gets all of that time, and also I think it makes your puppet or any character, a clown, an evil queen, or whatever, give them time to think.
That's right.
My opinion is that, boy, then they become more real. Because so often in routines, doesn't matter whether it's a puppet, event act, or a comedy duo.
Right.
You say the line, they fire the line right back, fire a line back, and it's boom, 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 boom. And one of my favorite examples of this is, I bring a lady up from the audience. I always say the same thing.
Yeah.
What's your name? Such and such. Where are you from? Somewhere. What do you do there? Now, if we're lucky, she says something like nothing. And it's the old joke is, of course, the follow-up line is, how do you know when you're done? But if you wait, if you do set up, and then say, what do you do there? And she says nothing, and you hesitate and stop, she gets the punch. And the audience loves that. And you're a little stymied. You're a little like, oh.
A little off balance.
And I'll reach over and I'll pick up the cards and take them out. And, you know, I'm thinking about it now. And then I finally just look at her and go, you know, I'm just curious. How do you know when you're done? And I think what happens there is the audience doesn't, if you just fire the line back quickly, the audience thinks you got a million of them. That's what you got. You got a million of them. Index cards you flip through before you go on stage.
Right.
Where here, you're not you're a guy with a bunch of funny lines.
Yeah.
Here, you're a funny person.
Mm-hmm.
And they wish they had thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the timing and the waiting
it's huge.
Is what I think just does it. And I'm a fan of Mark Kornhauser. Doesn't work much anymore, but Mark would always, something would happen and Mark would just start doing facial expressions like, And you could see him thinking through his face. Yeah. And I think really good actors are people that can just stare at you without saying a word, barely look, and you get what they're saying, what's going on in their head.
Yeah. Well, the pause is the cause. It's really something, man. And I love that you're kind of you're a very smart man, man to be able to figure all that out for us. Appreciate it.
But wait a minute. What's the theory there? You do 10,000 of something, you know, when somebody says, oh my gosh, you're really good at making that puppet come to life. Well, if you do it 10,000 times, God, I hope you get better at it. I was lucky too, because on the ships, I had to do 3 or 4 shows. But the audiences, after the first show, they were coming to see you. So you didn't have to reestablish. You could just walk right out and say, how was Puerto Vallarta today? Right. And a woman would say, I took a chance on a Mexican blanket. I said, oh, you brought a blanket. And she would say, no, just took a chance on one. Okay. And we're off to the races and it becomes conversational. And to me, so I should finish that. They're there to see you, which means I can bring out the puppet. They're happy. I can do a bedtime story with the puppet. And the whole falling asleep on my shoulder is bedtime story routine that I don't think I've ever done it on land. And basically I act is a combination of bits and pieces from all the shows I had to do. Wow. And so I could stretch that material out because that audience was there to see you, and you can slow down. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you're just there to keep them up to have another drink or two. Hey, fine. That's your job. And so I could stretch my material really thin, try anything I wanted to try, just be crazy. And I did some crazy stuff, but then I'd come back and I'd work comedy clubs or at Knott's Berry Farm, 4 shows a day, 15 minutes. So now you take the best of what you did out on the ship and you do it over and over again, and you tweak it. As you know, working with puppets, a little look, a twist of the head, a tip of the head in some way, or the arm. Those little things make huge differences.
Huge. Yeah.
And in the comedy clubs, I could develop those little things. And then that's how my act was developed, stretching the material at sea, condensing it, and doing it over and over and over and over and over on land.
Well, it's fascinating because your slow delivery and the rabbit doesn't speak. There's really a lot of negative space there. You're allowing for pauses.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot going on. Did you actually really fall asleep on stage one time?
Who have you been talking to, Steve? Okay, this might have happened. We occasionally on the ship would do a 3-day party cruise. We called them a booze cruise because people got on Friday night drunk. They left Monday morning drunk. There was never any change in there during that time period. But it was a massive party. And enough to realize you do not want to disembark the ship that Monday morning because you're wiped out. Disembark after a 7-day or 11-day when you've had time to relax.
Yeah.
So I might have disembarked after a party cruise, and I might have met some friends, some ladies who wanted to see me open at the castle that night, and they might have stayed at my apartment, which meant there wasn't going to be any resting. And I might have gone right to the castle that night with guests. And at the castle, I would work in a spotlight, but with some filler blue light. So there was this bright blue spotlight over to the right, and the puppet's there. So I'm looking off in that direction. And I'm staring at this spotlight. And I kind of, you know how you're sitting somewhere and you kind of jar yourself up to see, did I just fall asleep? And I figured, no, I didn't. Nobody's looking at me strange. I can go right on, not a problem. Now I hear all this noise backstage. What is that? What's so, okay, I finish up my act. I go off stage and I said to the stage manager, what's all that noise? And the stage manager is obviously a little annoyed and says, well, when you cut 5 minutes out of your act and you don't tell the dove act on after you, as he has scurrying around, he might be making a little bit of noise. And I'm thinking, cut 5 minutes out of my act. Well, then I figured it out. In the very beginning of the act, the puppet falls back as I tickle. Towards the end of the act, the puppet falls back the exact same way from being hypnotized, sawing in half. I had gone into the one and I'd come out of the other one, and I'd just taken everything in the middle out.
Wow.
Totally unknown. So now somebody says to me, you know, Bill Larson was in that audience. Well, Bill was the president of the castle, technically my boss. And I'm thinking, if I'm lucky, I just won't run into him. And I wasn't that lucky. And Bill came up to me and he said, hey, I was in that last show. And I said, oh, really? And he said, yeah, God, you have become so mellow on stage. Never said a word.
Oh, man. Well,
Yeah.
you've got friends in high places. They won't bust your, okay. Woo.
I'm not sure I ever told him that story.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your 50th birthday, there's just so many stories about you. Tell us this one.
Okay. When I turned 48, right around 48, heading into 49, you know, people start saying stuff to you like, hey, one more year, you know, just a year, 2 more year. And friends of mine older than I am, they didn't turn 50 all that gracefully. So I was thinking about it, saying, I don't know, how do you turn graceful? You know, and so I came up with this scheme. And the scheme was this. I would find something I really wanted to do, but I would not start it until my 50th birthday.
Okay.
So now I'm looking forward to turning 50. And that's what happened. On the
interesting.
50th birthday, I started working on a convention that ultimately became Magic Live.
Wow.
And that's how it came to be.
That was a milestone you set for yourself, that you would achieve something or you would start something new when you turned 50. And you didn't know what it would be.
I didn't.
Until you got there, right?
Well, I knew as it got closer to 50, I said, well, because we were deciding, and I say we, my like 12-year-old son, as I would drive him to school every day, we would talk about stuff. And I said, how do we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Magic Magazine? And that became a topic of conversation. And we could do a book, or we could do a traveling display, or we could throw a big party. Well, the party ultimately became the convention. The display became our museums. We never did the book. And so, so we would dream this stuff up, and the idea of doing a party started to become a convention. And I just wanted to get started and figure out how to do it. And I said, no, I'm going to wait till I'm 50. So it was to mark the 10th anniversary of the magazine, which was when I was 51 and a half, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Magic Live, Magic Magazine to begin with is an incredible magazine. Every issue, just stellar. And then the convention that follows, it was like being in the magazine.
That was it. Yeah. That's what we were trying to do. We were trying to bring the pages of the magazine to life, which was actually so much easier to have that roadmap. Because sometimes you look and you say, well, I want to do this. I want to do this show. Well, what's the show about? I don't know. But if somebody said, well, the show has to be about you when you were a kid. Okay, well, now you have that stepping off point. And sometimes I think we're afraid of constraints, but constraints can really frame things in and give you a stepping off point. And for us, all you had to do was walk through the magazine and say cover. Well, the opening party will be a cover party. Good, okay. The first day we'll do the table of contents. I'll do that. And then who will we book? Well, who's in the magazine? Max Maven, Jim Steinmeier, these guys. So sometimes I think having that roadmap really got us further down the road.
That's great.
Yeah.
One of the things your conference is best known for is its incredible surprises.
Oh.
You keep secrets so well.
I can piss people off.
Yeah.
Really well. Well, first of all, I believe that, come on, our kinds of entertainment, surprise is so important. We bring surprise and wonder back into people's lives.
That's right.
You turn a puppet alive and it has an attitude or whatever it does. That's just taking us into an area we didn't know was coming. And same with magic and everything. But
the unexpected,
where do we go? Yeah, where do we go to be surprised? That's why if I go see a movie like Sixth Sense and it fools me, I want to see it again immediately. I mean, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. And so part of it is I love the idea of surprising you. Yeah. And it does annoy people. It's funny because
to not know what's coming. Some people need to know. I got to know what's coming.
Well,
what am I paying for?
Got to know what's coming, or they got to say, well, I don't know if I want to go to the show that night.
Come on.
That's fine. I get it. You don't want to go to the show, don't go to the show. Find out tomorrow what we did on the show. Well, that's not fair. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Funny. And the other thing is this. I mean, I use Norm Nielsen as an example, the floating violin, the wonderful magic act.
Oh, man.
I was a huge fan of Norm and his act. But if I read in a program, Norm Nielsen's going to be on our show tonight, I immediately say, oh, he'll do the violin and he'll do this and do this. And it's not a negative, but I'm previewing.
Yeah. Yep.
And then when he walks out, I'm all ready for him. Versus the master of ceremonies out there saying, ladies and gentlemen, the magical artistry of, and I'm leaning forward, Norm Nielsen, oh, it's here. And he walks out. I don't have a chance to preview. Yeah. I get to see that right there. Yeah. And so that's our idea behind it. And
that's really great. Well, with that in mind, we have Magic Live coming up. What are the dates?
May 15th through the 18th.
Okay. So what are the surprises going to be?
Oh, sure. I'll just let me give you those. And
we'll scoop it right here.
I
can't wait.
I do get people all the time say, oh, I love the surprises. Can you just tell me one?
Yeah, just one of them.
And the other thing that's kind of weird is I do talk about it with different people. Like I might talk to you about one aspect of, gosh, can we get one of your puppets to do this or whatever, and I'll tell you, we'll work that out. But I won't tell you what I'm talking to these people about or something else.
Yeah.
And, that's sort of the idea behind it.
I don't know how you do it.
And you're going to
Don't you just want to tell everybody?
You know what? That is true. When you get, ideas go through these channels of being in lousy. Wait a minute, not too bad. Maybe wait. And then when it gets to the point where you say, hey, I think this is pretty good. You want to tell somebody. And we can't tell anybody. And
we have a team and talk
and you're going to be
yourselves. Yes, definitely am coming. We're going to have our AI there this year and the Discover Magic characters that we're doing for Magic Explorers.
Great. They're fun. They're good.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see you again, my friend.
Yeah. I'll be the guy with the glazed over look in his eye.
Well, you'll be tired, that's for sure. No question about it. Just don't fall asleep again in the middle of a show.
I'll try not to.
Well, Stan, our time's almost up, but I've got to ask you, what drives you? You are the man.
Oh gosh. It's funny. I was asked for a project once to create a passion statement, and I didn't even know what that was. And the man explained to me. And so I had to write this passion statement, and I couldn't figure it out. And my daughter one day just took pity on me and said, your passion statement is you want to do something better than it's done before, even if you were the one who did it before. And you just go, wow, yes, that's me. It doesn't matter whether it's the show or the concept of the show, or, I mean, we did, a whole show on Sawing a Woman in Half, and the concept, that was fun. And the whole idea was fun. Or the show for the blind with the things with Juan Varela doing it. All of those things are fun. But you know what also is fun? Figuring out how to line people up and get them into that theater and out of that theater so quickly. And so anything in there that we can raise the bar on it fun, that's what's fun for me. And to me, that's what life, it's fun.
You are the man, I tell you. Every day, incremental improvements.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing.
By the way, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I should say, we don't always make it better, but we try it to be better. I don't want to claim
that's true.
We don't get it all the time. We have our flops. Boy, trust me. That's a whole nother show, isn't it?
It is. My gosh, yes. Thank you, Stan. I look forward to seeing you at Magic Live. And I hope we get more signups here from our show as well.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you so much, Steve.
All right, buddy.
There it is, folks.
Nice.
Man, I love it. He did so much with just that little rabbit.
Incredible.
He brings it to life.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
What a
Hey, hit the like button if you enjoyed hearing from
example of manipulation.
Stan Allen. And hey, just a reminder in the chat or in the comments.
Share, folks.
Oh yeah, I pinned the download from Al, all his notes on how to assess your showmanship. That's there's a Dropbox link there in the comments. And oh my gosh, Rob Gaffney is watching.
Yeah,
the one and only. What's up, Rob?
There.
Hey, last chance to share. I'm gonna pick right now. We're giving away an Axe Tracks of your choice. I'm gonna pick someone who has shared this video, so you have a chance to share it. And I'll pick you.
It's Mario's birthday, right?
Oh my gosh, Steve. 51. Mario. we got a little birthday wish from the Tiki. Here you go.
Happy birthday. I got something special for you. Ooh, ee, ooh, ha, ha. Ooh, ee, ooh, ha, ha. Happy birthday, Tiki birthday. Happy birthday, Tiki birthday. Happy Tiki birthday, happy Tiki birthday, happy Tiki birthday, happy Tiki birthday. Happy birthday, Tiki birthday to you.
Come on, everyone. Give it up for Mario. Hit the heart button.
Yeah.
Come on.
Love
Mario.
It. Love it, love it, love it.
And he joined us after a show. Hey, Mario, let us know in the comments. What kind of show were you doing? I've seen some pictures. Was it a holiday show? Was it a school show? What were you up to? Let us know.
All right.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to go to the list of people who have shared this video.
Here we go. This is exciting.
And I'm going to pick someone. And
we
we're
are giving away
free Axe Tracks. If you are unfamiliar,
Axe Tracks of your choice. All of them.
That's an Axe Tracks is a pre-recorded audio routine that allows you to bring a character to life and not have to be a ventriloquist. It's pre-recorded, has music and sound effects.
Great way to get started.
All right, friends.
All right.
I'm going to my list of peeps.
We have them for the dinkies too, folks. Yep.
That's true.
All these guys.
All right.
Okay. You tell me when you're ready.
Almost. I got to go back to the start of the show.
All right.
We've had
a lot of people sharing.
Yep. And remember, you can share multiple times. So a couple of you did.
Yeah, it's worth sharing because we are going to have an auction as well.
That's right. We got an auction coming up, friends. So stick around. I'm going to do this giveaway, then we're going to go to auction time. All right, Steve.
All right, close your eyes, buddy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Jerry Bress.
All right, Jerry.
Jerry, are you here with us?
Axe Tracks of your choice, my friend.
Jerry, let me know in the comments if you're here. You got to be present to win.
All right.
And then I'm looking. I'll look for a comment from Jerry Bress.
Are you there?
If not, we'll move on.
Uh-oh. Jerry Jerry's right there. He said LOL. Let's see. I don't know. Is he actually with us?
Or he shared about 13 minutes ago.
All right, Jerry.
Oh, and Mario said he did a holiday show with the Dinky Elf and Green Machine. Dude, I love it.
Oh, awesome.
Mario's been using the Dinky Elf.
Yep,
and
we saw a picture of that.
Steve, the Green Machines are back in stock.
That's right.
They were out of stock for like a year.
Well, we don't have many.
No.
We've got only about 6 or...
We have a limited run. So if
Yeah.
any of you have been interested in the Green Machine, which is, what's the trick
Square
called, Steve?
circle.
Square circle.
Mm-hmm.
That is available. Just wanted to let you all know that.
great.
Okay, I don't see a
Incredible.
comment from
All
Jerry
right,
Bress.
Jerry.
So,
does anybody else see one? Please
I
comment.
may have to move into...
Jerry is snoozing on,
On
the
the boozing.
on the boozing cruise ship. Brian says,
all right, I'm
all right.
going to
Sorry,
move on,
Jer.
and I'm going to pick another winner.
All right.
Let me go. Hold on. Okay.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Frank Logan.
All right, Frank. Frank
Logan
Logan with Figure Focus.
Let's see if he's still here with us. Frank, if you're here, let me know, my friend, because I got an axe track with your name on it.
I would love to have Frank win one. That would be great.
Frank Logan, are you here?
Frank.
You got to be present to win.
He's got a lot of buddies here.
I know. Lol.
All right. Lol.
Frank the Tank. I love Will Ferrell in old school. Frank Logan. Last call for Frank
right.
Logan. If I'm missing you in the comments, somebody just let me know. But
okay, not seeing anybody saying that he's here, so
okay,
I don't see him. All right, Frank.
Try it again.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mike Guthrie.
Mike.
Now this is from right at the start of the show. I want to see, is Mike still with us?
Oh, he shared early and then
he did.
Booked it. Let's see if he's booked it or is he still here.
I don't know, man.
Mike Guthrie.
Mikey G.
Say I'm here if you're here.
If you're here, my brother, I got an axe track with the name on it. Mikey G. Gino said pick Mickey Mouse. Gino.
All right.
That's against our policy. We have to keep it on brand.
All right.
All right, Mike Guthrie. No? All right. I'm moving on, Steve.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Why don't I just pick from somebody that's here right now?
All right. I'm going to do one last one. Okay?
All right. You have to have shared to win. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mario Cadio.
Mario. Yeah.
Mario, are you still with us? Birthday boy.
He probably just left.
Yeah, right.
He comes in to say hi and it's out of here.
Mario, are you with us?
All right, Mario. All right.
Let's see.
Mario.
Mario.
He's here. Yes, he is.
What?
Yep.
All
there
right.
he is right there. I am here, he says.
He is here. Mario.
Ta-da,
Of course.
Mario.
All right, Mario. You get an axe tracks of your choice. Take a look, and I'll drop the link here. And just shoot me an email. I will get you a download link.
Ryan at Axtell.com.
Yep. And check them out. Here's
Awesome.
a link. Browse them. Let us know if there's one you would like to add to your collection. Also,
Fantastic.
I know that in the past you have gotten these special effects files from us
That's
so
right.
that you could
Yep.
dub them in French.
Yep.
So
We can
if
do
you
the
want
same.
the special
Yep.
effects files, let me know. I'll get you just the music and stuff, and you can put in the
Music
dialogue.
and sound effects. You can do your
Yeah,
own language.
yeah. So
Whoa, that is a cool part of the Axe Tracks library.
yeah. So if you can get the rehearsal track that has your voice, the character's voice for practice, has your voice in it, and all the music.
Yep.
And then the performance track has the music and sound effects, if applicable, and the character's voice. But then the special effects has just the music cues, and you could record your own using a character voice that you want, or in Mario's case, do it in French instead of English.
Yeah, pretty cool. There's songs.
And Mario, if you want Steve to do it in French, let us know. We'd be
everyone.
happy to do that for you.
I can do that. It's not a problem.
That
I can do.
Yeah, nailed it, nailed it. Well, Steve,
Yeah.
are we doing an auction tonight?
I haven't put my shirt on yet.
Hey, let us know in the comments.
All right.
Do you want to see an auction?
Okay.
We got a couple auction peeps here.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So,
Uh-oh. Okay. I could have a big auction or a little auction. And I think I'm going to do a little auction.
Let's do a little bitty.
Let's do a little one.
Actually, we got some great stuff.
This is a great auction. All right. Let me get my stand.
Okay.
Where's my stand?
Paul Burnham said, "Do the auction."
He said it a little bit intensely too. He said,
Oh, whoa.
Do it.
Whoa. Dude.
Do the auction.
Paul.
I don't
Bill,
think Paul
dude.
did that. Okay.
It's a little bit gnarly.
Ventriloquist material by Tom Bradshaw. Excuse me. Tom Ladshaw. These are really good. These
He's
are
known as the bad boy event, which is where the B came from.
Yeah.
Tommy
I was
B.
thinking
Ladshaw.
of Mr. Bradshaw. But anyway, Ladshaw, these are great books of routines, okay? This was a series he called the Event Material Yearbook, and these are some of the, we have 2006 one, we have a 2011.
Okay.
And a 2012. So I'm going to give you all three of these as part of this auction. And, are you ready?
Yeah.
Drum roll.
Whoa!
A mic mouth. A mic
A
mouth.
mic mouth.
All right, now the mic mouth goes for $280, and these are $10 each. So,
And this mic mouth was in our shop.
That's right.
It was one of our shop demos.
That's right.
Yep.
It's in great condition.
Perfect
but it is
condition.
Used in the sense that it's not brand new, but it's been in our shop.
Just been held up like this as a demo for photographs.
We made a lot of videos with it too. So
Yeah, that's right.
dude, that's pretty cool. We just got some in stock. I think we even sold out of them. They've been moving.
Now, what's
fast,
really
so-
cool is to put this over here on a volunteer and make them talk, make them say. It's kind of like using a vent mask, except with this, you don't touch their face, so there's no contact.
And you can also use it to introduce yourself.
That's right.
Yeah, you got the
I can't get far
yeah.
enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Axtell. There we go. All right. Oh, like that, like this.
Presenting. Hold on. Presenting Mr. Steve Axtell, the one who doesn't do the chores but dictates them to someone else to do. Please welcome Steve Axtell.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. Okay, well, there you go.
Lots of fun you can have. Oh, Mario said he's ready to win. Oh,
All
shoot.
right. All right, so we've got the 3 vent books and a mic mouth. Are we ready to go? Let's
And
put
a
this.
mic mouth in your hand.
Let's put this at $100.
Whoa!
Yeah.
All right. Starting bid.
Here we go.
Starting bid is $100.
All right, we have $100. $100. Do we have $105? Where do we have $100? Do we have $100? Who's our starting bid? Who's our starting bid? Our
Lots of
$100.
comments. If you see something in there, let me know.
$100 bill. $100 bill.
Starting bid is $100.
$100 bill. $100 bill. Boom.
Getting that up on the screen.
Chee,
Okay.
boom. Chee, boom. Chee, chee, choo.
So if you
All
want to
right.
bid, we'll go in intervals of $5. You can jump higher than that, but as long as it's divisible by 5, and I'll just put your bid in the comment section, and then we'll follow up with you and add shipping.
That's
Because
right.
y'all live in different places.
Yep,
Yeah, it does
yep,
look like
yep,
Steven
yep.
Tyler lips.
Yeah. Yep.
Dream on! Dream on! Sorry, Joey. Can't do 80, my friend.
Dream until your dreams come true. Dream on. Dream on. Dream on.
No probs. If we don't get starting bid, we will hold off.
All
no
right.
probs on that.
Do it another time if that's the case. All right. $100. This is a $300 package right here.
Show me the books again, Steve.
Woo. All right. Let's open one of
Brian
these
Jensen
babies.
said he will motivate the group.
All right, Brian Jensen.
$100 from
All right. Maybe he'll start it off.
Brian Jensen.
All right.
Paul Burnham also comes in at 100.
Now I want you to be on your very best behavior tonight.
I'm always on my best behavior.
What about last week?
Last week?
The show in Canada?
All right.
Oh,
I got
well.
Brian Jensen. He was the first 100 I saw. Paul, go to 105.
And it's your name and lights, my friend.
That old guy, he had it coming. That old guy? Yeah. That old guy. He was 90 years old.
I don't care.
For a man of 90, he looked like $1 million.
Yeah, green and wrinkly.
Just an example of the great jokes in these ventriloquist routine books from
All right,
Tom
Brian,
Bradshaw.
are you throwing in the towel? I'll switch to Paul. No problem. Oh, I got Paul 105. There we go.
105. All right.
You know, either Brian or Paul, these are good guys.
This is transition
I'd
coming.
be happy to see this go to them.
That's right. That's
Paul
right.
Bernies.
That's right, folks.
Paul Bernies. 105. I'm going to throw in a baby Norm.
A baby Norm.
A baby. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget.
Oh
You know,
my
because
Let me see.
Paul Burnham, who was on the show, he was our performer spotlight, I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, he donated a lot of his stuff to be sold.
That's right, he did.
For Vent Haven. So to say thank you, Paul, for all you do for the craft of magic and vent. They might be down at the shop, Steve.
I think there's several.
The Norms.
Yeah, I think there's a Norm. Baby Norm. I think so. Anyway. Baby Norm 2. All right.
Got a baby Norm at it. Now, Brian, you might burn the ham with 110. Are you bidding 110 or are you just joshing? Give me a confirmation.
Uh-oh. Is he just joshing?
He's a josher.
All right. I think I know where a baby Norm is.
Baby Norm. Well, we got some at the shop, so.
All right.
I may have Brian Jensen here with 110. I'm not sure if he's burning the ham.
Keep it going.
He's burning the ham. Let me know. All right. I'm funny. Glad to hear it. Oh, I hear some paper rustling. What could it be?
Baby
All right.
Norm.
Let me know, Brian, if you're bidding 110. It's been confirmed. All right, thank you. I got Brian Jensen. Houston, we don't have a problem. Brian Jensen at 110.
All right.
No, Joey, this isn't the last mic mouth.
No. You can still get them new.
This is just a great deal.
Excellent.
All right, we got Brian Jensen at 110. I had Paul Burn the Ham. Just kidding. At 105. We'll start counting it down, friends.
Okay, 110 going once.
All right, going once.
What are you pointing at?
Nailed it. It's been a while, man.
I know. Dude.
I'm telling you. What are you pointing at?
I'm not pointing at anything. Okay. This just means it's going once. $110 to Brian Jensen going twice. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Brian said that will make it a baker's dozen of baby normal norms.
Oh really? He's got 12 and now this is
He's saying, "Come on, Paul. Paul, this is your last chance. Do I hear 115?"
This is $280 if you're going to go buy one right now on our website. Baby Norman is $25, and these are $10 each. These books going twice.
Hold on,
to
Steve.
Brian
You may
Jensen.
not have your mic on. They're saying no sounds. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh, Lee Rademacher.
Yeah.
That's a. Nope. That's a swoop. There it is.
Had to
find the button.
Sorry,
That's
folks.
a swoop.
Thank you.
A swoop from our friend from Florida.
Going twice.
Peace, baby.
Brian Jensen.
got
So we have Lee Rademacher's
115.
bidding a scoop of
Lee Rademacher.
What is he bid?
115.
115. All right.
We got Lee Rademacher coming in.
115. Mic mouth. 115.
John Piercy,
Lee Rademacher.
we have
Do I hear
Mike Mouth,
120?
and we got some books as well.
Do I
Steve,
hear
highlight the
120?
books one more time.
The books. Boom.
Looks like they're going to Lee right now, using our top position.
All right.
From our friend Tom Ladshaw.
We have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
It's a collection,
not
dude.
6, but 7. No, I'm kidding. There's
like,
3 books.
I was like, wait, I don't remember that many books. And a free magic trick that you just learned.
3 books.
From
and
Steve.
a baby Norm.
Baby Norm. I wrote it down.
And that was Ryan threw that in.
I threw that in. Comes out of my paycheck.
All right.
All right, count it down, Steve. We got Lee Rademacher 115, man. These guys want to go to Florida.
115 to Lee Rademacher going once. Going to
Good,
Florida.
going once and the Jets.
Going once and the Jets. All right, Lee Rademacher. Keep an eye on those numbers, Brian.
I'm looking.
Keep an eye. All right, 115 to Lee Rademacher going twice.
Good, going twice with the Jets.
What are you talking about? This is a great price for the mic mouth. Oh
I know,
God.
dude.
Look at baby Norm with big lips.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
All right, Lee Rademacher. You can make a pumpkin talk or an apple or
Ooh, I
even
got Brian Jensen.
a baby rabbit. Jensen coming on strong.
At 120.
All right, here we go. 120.
All right.
120 going once.
120.
Going once to Brian
that
Jensen
up on the
for
screen
120. 120.
Man, I got big lips.
Well, it just is the better thing to do with you, my friend.
So, whoop.
There it is.
Oh, I got John Piercy in the Jets. There it is.
Why is everybody with the Jets? Why does everybody have to be with the Jets?
I don't know, but John Piercy's, he just comes in and he's like, here I go.
Oh, my
he's
gosh.
like, here I go again on my own. I'm going down the only road I've ever known.
Oh, my gosh. That's power singing right there.
That's
And
Sammy Hagar.
You have a 3-hour rehearsal tonight?
I do.
You still have to go too? Oh, my gosh.
In 20 minutes, I have to go to a 3-hour
Oh, my goodness. Well, you got to eat something first before you go. All right, folks.
I said, Merry Christmas.
Oops. Let me get this on there.
It looks better, by the way, if you're a singer, do this a lot. And it looks, it's like, I can't get the note, I can get the note.
All right.
All right, John Piercy, 125. Count it down.
Here we go. All right,
Going
125. Going once.
Going once in the Jets.
John Piercy, 125. Going twice.
Oh, John Piercy said White Snake. You're right. Here I go again is White Snake. I don't know why I thought Sammy Hagar.
125. John Piercy going twice.
I didn't mean to taint, going twice in the Jets. I didn't mean to taint the good name of White Snake.
All right. 130. Do I hear 130? If not, it looks like John Piercy.
J. Pierce. They call
J.
him.
Pierce.
His middle name is Brosnan.
I'm reaching.
John Pierce.
I'm reaching.
Brosnan
Giving you all
Piercy.
the time in the world, Reiner. All right.
I'm nailing it.
Reiner.
I'm nailing it by.
Okay,
right.
Reiner, look out.
Here we go.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Still no batteries. Still no batteries, and I can't find my vertical video glasses.
Oh,
Congratulations, John Piercy.
That's why I couldn't play any TikTok videos.
That is a good deal.
Dude,
you got a
and-
great deal, man.
And you were like,
A baby
I hope,
Norm.
And you were like, I hope this doesn't go to John Piercy.
I did not say that.
You told me before he joined.
Oh, yeah, right.
Just kidding, John.
All
Hey,
right.
congrats. Hit the like button.
Whoop. Congratulations, John.
Glad this could go to John Piercy. John, shoot me an email, ryan@axtell.com, or you can email Teresa as well. And I'll get you all connected, and we'll get this taken care of and shipped off to you. We got a baby Norm, and we got a Mick Mouth. We're going to add the, it comes with tape to put on the back to hold it up to people. So we'll include the medical tape it comes with. And we got all the books as well. And for $125,
Great.
and we'll figure out shipping to you. We've shipped a lot of stuff your way, so.
All right. Thank you so much, man. And thank you all for your loyalty and your support.
That's right.
Of Axtell Expressions.
And we do have another auction. We're going to hold off tonight, though. I think we should wait.
Yeah. We got another. We'll
yeah,
come
because we got to make a little tweak to it.
Oh, the next time our guest is going to be Mark Wade from Vent Haven.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest kid show workers of all time. He's going to be with us and tell you tips and tricks from his career And congratulations, John Piercy. Hey, folks, remember, we are Axtell Expressions, and we make innovations to help you entertain the world because we love you, and we appreciate what you're doing to help us spread Axtell and joy around the world. Thank you so much.
All right, friends. Hey, thanks for watching. See you soon.